About Bull County and Danville that makes it special?
Well, I think you hit on it just a little earlier about, it doesn't matter the records. It doesn't matter how well somebody's playing the week before. Every time these two teams get on the field, it's going to be a good matchup, and obviously both of them have good wins this year, so I expect the same tonight.
Bull County and Danville starting lineups have just been announced. We'll give you the starting lineups coming up after the playing of our national anthem. Back in 2 minutes on your home for high school baseball, the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, it's your radio back again. Been a little busy putting up Wi-Fi hotspots everywhere. Do you realize more people are now streaming radio via the internet? You might say I get around. And if you run a business and want the word to get around about your products or services, you should consider radio advertising. You want to reach new customers? Well, radio advertising has the best ROI of any media to get the word out about your business. And radio encourages repeat business. We give your customers reasons to return to your store instead of someone else's. Now, if you want to generate more traffic, that's where radio can really help. Also, the advertising you do today is selling customers who might make their buying decision weeks or even months from now. Radio advertising generates new customers and sales now and in the future. Hey, and back to Wi-Fi. You want to drive the neighbors crazy? Just name your Wi-Fi Police Surveillance Van.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's the friendly, expert care you'll experience every time you bank with us. Hi, I'm Lindsay Cole, the Retail Market Manager at Whitaker Bank in Danville, Kentucky. Whether you're opening an account, planning for the future, or looking for a friendly face, we're here to make banking easy. Stop by or call us at 859-236-9822 to see how we put you first. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC.
Intercounty Energy wants you to put safety first when you're working outside. Always look up to see if there are overhead power lines, and be sure to stay clear of them. For safety's sake, always hire a professional to trim trees instead of doing it yourself. Remember, a tree limb cut in the wrong place could fall on a power line and cause you a world of hurt. If you do decide to do the work yourself, always protect your eyes and hands by wearing safety glasses and gloves. Intercounty Energy cares about your safety. Look up, be alert, and stay safe.
A brand new one.
Joe Mathis alongside Kyle Wynn. We're live from Bull County High School. The Rebels and the Admirals, the first of two back-to-back here that will have night one at Bull County, night number two tomorrow night at Danville. Starting lineups brought to you by Linda Wilson Realty in Harrodsburg. See why selling Mercer and the surrounding counties is what Linda Wilson Realty does best. Starting off with the visiting Danville Admirals at 10-6. On the season, it's Dylan Kruger, KJ Dismukes, and Wyatt Gale, 1, 2, 3. Hayden Foster, Dyron Moody, Nathan Doyle, 4, 5, and 6. Noah Cross, Levi Doyle, and Brennan Graham, 7, 8, and 9. Kruger, Dismukes, and Gale, Foster, Moody, and Doyle. Cross, Doyle, and Graham. For Bull County, they line up like this defensively, a 13-3 record. Kyler Claunch at shortstop. Actually, let's go left to right in the outfield. First, it's Hayden Spoonamore in left. Logan Perry in center. Andrew Holder is in right field. Carter Stapp at third base. Kyler Claunch is at short. Cole Jarnigan at second base. Owen Wheeler is at first. Behind home plate is Carson Emmons. And on the mound tonight for Bull County is Caden Patterson. Wears number 12, the junior on the season. This is game number 6. All 6 of those will be starts. 26 1/3 innings pitched, 13 hits. 5 runs, all 5 earned, 10 walks, 41 strikeouts, a 4-0 record, a 1.33 ERA. The next pitch he throws will be pitch number 373 on the season. He is the bona fide ace of this Bull County pitching staff. And he did get a win in that first game against Danville last year, played at Danville first last year, a high-scoring affair, which Bull County won 9-6. They turned around the next night and beat Danville 11-0. Rebels have won 4 straight against the Admirals. Looking to win 5 straight will be their longest winning streak against Danville if they can win tonight in the last 25 years in the KHSA Ryherd scoreboard era. Caden Patterson is on the mound. Dylan Kruger digs in, and the junior looks plateward towards Carson Emmons, the Bull County catcher behind home plate, as Patterson kicks and delivers a fastball that hits the inside corner, no balls, and 1 strike. 6:05 is the first pitch time. 83 degrees from Bull County High School. No balls and one strike from Caden Patterson to Dylan Kruger. Breaking ball misses a tad bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. That American flag in dead center blows just ever so lightly towards center. Wind blows out just a little bit. 1 ball and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss from Dylan Kruger on a fastball. It's 1-2. Bull County, their home whites, the white tops, the white pants to match. Rebels in cursive across the chest. The black numbers in the front and back. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball to Dylan Kruger. Down on strikes goes Kruger. 1 up and 1 down. Caden Patterson again, a strikeout pitcher. 42 in 26 2/3 this season. And the one-out batter is KJ Dismukes. Danville, they're visiting all blue. Blue tops, blue pants, white pinstripes on the tops and the pants. Danville in white block letters across the chest. White numbers on the front and back. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball from KJ Dismukes. It's no ball and 1 strike.
A lot of swing and miss right now from Patterson early.
0-1 the count. Fastball is high, 1-1. Be a lot of swing and miss from me if I was up there hitting against Caden Patterson as well. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just underway here from Boyle County High School. Breaking ball is off the outside corner just a tad. 2 balls and 1 strike. I was walking in about an hour ago, getting equipment set up for this game, and saw Caden warming up. You could tell he was very intentional with everything that he did before the game began. That ball chopped towards second base. Jarnigan in on about 8 hops and makes the play over to first base in time on a 4-3 ground out for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down. Here comes Wyatt Gale.
Number 6, Wyatt Gale.
Wyatt's a big fella. Senior comes in listed at 5'10". He looks a lot bigger than that.
That's a little shy.
Yeah, I think Wyatt's going to be asking C.J. Lynn, give me a couple inches on my height here, Coach. First pitch to Wyatt Gale, popped up left-hand side, foul territory, over his stap, behind the Danville dugout, reaches up, and over his head, off the tip of his glove, no balls and 1 strike. Gale, however, this year, 6-15 on the season, 5 home runs, 19 driven in. He's an Army West Point commit. He's one of 2 college commits that Danville has on their team. C.J. Lynn, the Danville head coach, told me earlier today he expects a couple of more to commit over the next 2 weeks or so. No balls and 1 strike to Wyatt Gale as Patterson delivers. Fastball, chopped towards first base. Wheeler behind the back, handcuffs him, picks it back up, races towards first, and Patterson's late covering the bag. Patterson looked over. I think he thought Wheeler was just going to handle it himself, and by the time Wheeler bobbled it, looked up, Patterson was still trying to get towards the bag, and Gale was racing down the line. Be interesting to see how they score that one. Probably depends on what game changer you look at. We'll give Wyatt Gale a single on our scorecard. He stands on first base, and here's Hayden Foster.
I just took that in between hop on Wheeler. I think it was looking like it was going to be an easy play, but it caught him late there and just a little late to the bag for Patterson.
Gale on first base. This Danville team loves to run. They're 48 for 51 swiping bags this year. First pitch fastball is just off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. So the left-handed hitting shortstop Hayden Foster swings a turquoise baby blue bat behind his black helmet. The 1-0 on its way. Fastball hammered towards first, but right to Owen Wheeler, who reaches up and makes the catch glove side for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Danville is down at the top of the first. The Rebels are coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
Ready to remodel your home with new kitchen, bath, or lighting, but costs are holding you back? Good news. The Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net can help you get started with your remodeling dreams. You can now save money on gift certificates to Lux 218 in Danville. You're a new headquarters for luxury remodeling for less. They have a wonderful showroom of ideas to kickstart your home remodeling job this year. Don't let price hold you back. Get true luxury for less at Lux 218, and then get extra savings by buying gift certificates at the Big Deal Store. You can get $100 for half price when you buy 5 or more. So get $1,000 for just $500. For all the details, visit the Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net. Remodeling just got easier and so much more affordable when you team up with Lux 218 and the Big Deal Store.
Bull County official scores did give Owen Wheeler an error on that play, so it went down as no runs, no hits, one error, one left on base. Either way, for tracking at home, scoring at home. Radio Rook would say, why are you scoring at home? I'd say congratulations for following along. Either way, Danville is down. Bull County will come up swinging the bats in the bottom half of the first. It's Kyler Claunch, Owen Wheeler, and Carter Stapp. They'll go against Danville's defense, lining up like this. Brennan Graham is in left field. KJ Dismukes in center. Nathan Doyle is in right. Dylan Kruger is at third base. Hayden Foster at shortstop. Levi Doyle at second base. Big Darren Moody's at first base. Behind home plate is Wyatt Gell. And on the mound for Danville is senior Noah Cross. This is game number 6 for Noah, his 4th start. 17 2/3 innings pitched, 23 hits, 16 runs, 14 of those are earned, 8 walks, 17 strikeouts, a 3-1 record, a 5.55 ERA, and he'll work against this Rebel 1, 2, and 3. Kyler Claunch, Owen Wheeler, and Carter Stapp. A couple of D1 commits on Boyle County's side. This is one of them. Kyler Claunch committed to Eastern Kentucky University. A .447 hitter, no home runs, 10 driven in. First pitch to Kyler Claunch. Fastball misses high and inside as Kyler turns out of the way of it. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Got the elevated fence there in right field. You know the dimensions here, Kyle?
I think it's 310, and I think it's 300, and the fence elevated made it 310. I think that helped to make specs for the postseason is the reason for the high wall out there in right field.
1 ball and 1 strike to Kyler Claunch. Breaking ball popped up right-hand side, high down the right field line. Moody gives chase. Doyle gives chase. It falls in no man's land, and Claunch never stopped running, and he slides in feet first with a leadoff double.
That's another cast concrete.
Maybe the shortest and probably softest hit double that Kyler Claunch has this season, but it counts nonetheless. He stands in scoring position right on second base. Nobody out. Here's Owen Wheeler.
Good hustle by Claunch. Pop fly. Sometimes you get frustrated at yourself and not run it out, and it kind of landed in no man's land, and he got a double out of it for his team.
Here's Owen Wheeler. 392, no home runs, 14 driven in for the Boyle County junior. Kyler Claunch dances out there at second base. First pitch, Wheeler shows bunt, bunts it foul. Back behind home plate, it's no balls and 1 strike. Well, I can honestly say, Kyle, that I fooled everybody my senior year of high school. I hit a double just like that in an inter-squad scrimmage against Rich Witten. And everyone thought, wow, Joe hit a double off Rich Witten. My career drastically went downhill after that.
I was going to say, if you batted 1,000 with a double against Rich Witten, you did pretty good.
Fake back to second base and back in time as Kyler Claunch. He was, still remember, opposite field, too. I batted left-handed down the left field line, ended up in no man's land. I didn't hit a lick the rest of the year.
You still have that claim to fame.
Yeah, 0-1 the count to Owen Wheeler, who pulls the bunt back, and the fastball misses high, 1-1. Rich, of course, the coach down at Florida International University now.
He's doing great. Moving around, got a nice head coach job down there and doing well.
Yeah, FIU. They wear jerseys kind of like Danville does. They have those navy blue jerseys with the navy blue pants to match with the white pinstripes. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wheeler shows bunt again, bunts it foul again.
Looked like it's about to hit him.
1-2. Tonight, the 57th all-time matchup since 1999 between Boyle County and Danville. Let me ask you this question, Kyle. If I were to ask you what you think the all-time series record between the first 56 games since 1999, what do you think that record is?
Gosh.
Fastball misses outside to Owen Wheeler, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, the safe answer is to say between the two teams in the rivalry is probably pretty close. But I could be way off. I have no idea.
Pretty close.
You're talking the all-time record.
From 1999 to
since
now.
the KHSA.
Since the Ryherd scoreboard era. That ball chopped towards the right-hand side. Moody is over, makes the play, throws to first base. Wheeler getting it down the line, and they called him out?
Called him out.
And they called him out at first base as Cross was covering the first base bag. It goes down as a 3-1 fielder's choice for out number 1. I thought from my vantage point, Wheeler beat it out.
Yeah, it looked like he was the pitcher was coming over to cover the bag and cross, but it looked like he was a step and then the pitcher was a step. But umpire was on the shortstop side of the mound, and it's a tough, angle to see that. It might have been a little different if he was on the chalk.
Claunch gets to third base in the meantime, and here comes Bull County's big power bat, Carter Stapp, who lifts one to the moon in left center field. Dismukes his back near the fence, reaches up, makes the catch. Easy tag for Kyler Claunch, who will score standing up, and the Rebels strike first in a sacrifice fly by Carter Stapp, who becomes the first Rebel this season to drive in 20 runs. And it's 1-0 Boyle County. The Rebels just scored. You can score a job at Nesco Resource in Danville. It's 1-0 Boyle County. The two-out batters, Logan Perry. Get him on, get him over, and get him in. Of course, Owen Wheeler's first two sacrifice bunt attempts didn't go the way he wanted, but got him over on a ground ball to the right side, and then Stapp drove him in. First pitch to Logan Perry misses below the knees for ball one. 333, one home run, 15 driven in for the sophomore Logan Perry. I'm sorry, the junior Logan Perry. Kick and delivery from Doyle is chopped toward short. Hayden Foster will find that one in his glove and throw to first base for out number 3. A Kyler Claunch bloop double, and Owen Wheeler ground out. A Carter Stapp sac fly. We're through 1, Boyle County 1, Danville 0. On the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Lease and save at Bob Allen Nissan. Lease a new 26 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum for only $399 per month for 24 months. $5603 plus first payment fees and taxes due at signing. Stock in 26231. Model 52816. 10,000 lease miles per year. Bob Allen Nissan, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
It's 1-0. Boyle County leads over Danville top half of the second. Admirals will send up Moody, Doyle, and Cross. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the Admiral 9. 1-0 Boyle County leads. Going back to the conversation, Kyle, we were having.
I was going to say, we're having the suspense here.
Yeah, we were rudely interrupted by a Carter Stapp sacrifice fly. How dare he score runs?
So 1990.
1990.
That is the KHS 99. Is that when KHSA started the
Reinhardt scoreboard?
Yeah.
So obviously there were games played before that, but I can't go. I don't know where to find that information. So
Right.
the previous 56 head-to-head matchups, Danville has won 28. Boyle County has won 28.
Right on the money.
Perfectly split down the middle. First pitch to Dyron Moody. Fastball tails inside. Ball 1. To the big Danville first baseman, wears number 00. Played in the offensive and defensive lines for the Admiral football team. 1-0 to Moody. Chopped left-hand side, deep short pass to an outstretched arm of Kyler Claunch. Bounces in the left field for a base hit. Danville has, depending on who you ask, either their first or second hit of the game. Moody stands on first with a leadoff single, and that'll bring up Nathan Doyle.
Now batting for the Admirals, the right fielder, number 20, Nathan.
Out of those previous 56 head-to-head games, 15 of those, so about 27% have come in the 45th District Championship game alone, where Danville is 12-3 versus Boyle County in District Championship games. See if Danville has small ball on here with Moody on first base, not the fleetest of foot. First pitch fastball is over the outside corner from Caden Patterson to Nathan Doyle. It's no balls and 1 strike. The two teams during that time frame have also never met in the 12th region tournament in the last 27 years. Of course, that would mean one runner-up and one district champion on opposite sides of the bracket win their 2 12th region games to meet in the championship of the tournament.
Yeah, that's a
0-1 called strike, 0-2.
It's a good stat. I know one time we ended up playing Lincoln in the championship. We had to play them 4 times that year, so I'd imagine Danville and Boyle met 3 times in a year in that district finals, but the region finals doesn't happen very often. But we did do it with Lincoln one time at Boyle.
No balls and 2 strikes to Nathan Doyle. The 0-2 fastball just outside. Emmons tried to bring it back. The open umpire didn't even flinch. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they're talking about it now. Sometimes you bring it back a little too much, and umpire's not going to give it to you.
Tyron Moody stands on first base, 1-0 Boyle County, top of the second. It was a Carter Stamp sac fly that drove home Kyler Klodge. Fastball out, but a little bit more on the outside corner, and it's a called strike 3. A Danville office equipment called third strike. It's strikeout number 2 for Caden Patterson. Out number 1 here in the top of the second. Enters Noah Cross. It's an interesting point, though. I didn't even think about that. You play in the region championship. If you do against a district team, 4 games in the same season against the same team.
Yeah, I had a lot of people when we were playing that year would say, we've already beaten them 3 times. that almost made it worse. It's hard to beat somebody 4 times in a season. So, but it was a good matchup, and Lincoln had a good team that year.
There's Noah Cross. And where's number 7, 282 hit her first pitch to Cross is a breaking ball that misses a little bit outside for ball 1. Danville led by head coach C.J. Lynn, was a former Danville assistant, went to Garrett County, did some great things at Garrett County, including leading the Golden Lions to that 2015 region championship game. Returned back to Danville as an assistant from 2019 to 2022. Cross shows bunt, pulls it back. It's outside, 2 balls and no strikes, and then was named head coach in 2024. This is his 3rd year as Danville head baseball coach. Won his 100th career game 2 years ago, has 128 wins total. Stands down that third base coach's box, hands on his knees, bent over as he watches Caden Patterson bring a 2-0 pitch to Noah Cross. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. Emmons thought about a snap throw to first base, but he can't if he doesn't have the ball in his hands. Drop the baseball. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, Emmons popped up, keeping Moody close, but I don't know that he's going anywhere. Might be safe with not throw that ball down the right field line, take a chance right now.
2 balls and 1 strike. It's 1-0 Boyle County here in the top of the second. That one's low. Squeaks by Emmons. Now Moody does take off. Throw to second base. It's in time. And Moody slid about 10 feet short of the bag and just lays there in the dirt with his knees in the dirt. Again, about 5 feet short of the bag. He slid a little bit on the dirt and then just stopped. His momentum was nowhere near second base. Goes down as a caught stealing of Tyron Moody, and that's only Danville's 4th caught stealing this season. They're now 48 for 52 swiping bags, and 2 are gone here in the top half of the second. And Moody takes his time getting off the field here. The 3-1 is a breaking ball. Called strike, full count 3-2 to Noah Cross. Seen a lot of things, calling a lot of high school baseball games. This being our 15th year of calling high school baseball. I've never seen a player slide that short of a bag. Full count 3-2 to Noah Cross. Fastball, called strike 3 over the inside corner. So Patterson ends up striking out back-to-back hitters. Both of them Danville office equipment called third strikes. 1 for 1.5. It is Boyle County 1, Danville 0 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105. Back in 1 minute on Z105.
This is Boyle County EMS Director Mike Rogers. Boyle County is one of 6 counties in the state that offers a crisis response unit. What does that mean? When 911 receives a call from someone going through a mental health crisis, Boyle County EMS responds appropriately in a discreet manner with a social worker and a paramedic, keeping the individual's dignity intact. If you or someone you know suffers from a mental health issue, Boyle County EMS is ready to help. Call 911 or Boyle County EMS at 859-238-1134. Boyle County EMS, when life feels overwhelming, we bring calm, care, and a path forward.
Hello, I'm Blake Mason, Farmers National Bank. As your lifetime bank, we have a proud history of supporting our local schools and student athletes. Have a wonderful school year and all the best to local teams. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
Boyle County 1, Danville 0, bottom half of the second. Coming up, it's Andrew Holder, Cole Jarnigan, and Caleb Branham. Joe Mathis alongside former Boyle County baseball coach Kyle Wynn, who joins us for color commentary tonight. They used to, Coach, have the region championships up on the right field wall. They have the district championships, which they need to update. That they've fallen behind in some of the years there. But the region championships down. I guess they have to update that sign too.
Yeah, I think they're trying to update the sign, and it's a windscreen, so they're probably trying to get that print back in there. That was hopefully the goal when I put those up, was to keep adding to them, but But
eventually run out of room.
Yeah, you said something too before we ended there that this is your 15th year. So I think my first year coaching was your first year doing the broadcast. Is what you were saying?
2012. Does that match up with you?
It does.
First pitch to Andrew Holder is a breaking ball that misses inside for ball one. Holder, Jarnigan, and Branham. Now, we first started calling baseball games in 2011, which is 1-0 to Holder is over the outside corner, 1-1. That was the first of what was 3 straight Mercer County Region Championships, and we just called the Mercer State Tournament games in 2011. Swing and a miss by Holder. It's 1-2. That Mercer team lost to Central Hardin in the state championship game in 2011. And I was still in college. I was a college intern.
Okay.
Came in 2012, and one of the things that we decided to do was add baseball, a full schedule of baseball. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball to Andrew Holder, out number 1, as Noah Cross collects his first strikeout. One out batter is Cole Jarnigan. So 2012 was our first full season doing a high school baseball and softball schedule on the Hometown Radio Network. Mercer won region that year as well. Lost to St. X first round. And then the next year in 2013, Mercer won it the 3rd straight year and lost to PRP in the state championship game that year. Jarnigan takes a breaking ball, no balls and 1 strike. Of course, Mercer County at that point was led by Jeremy Shope, who's down in Whitley County now, who finally got him a state championship a couple years ago. Jarnigan hammers that one left center field, and that one's down into the gap, would roll all the way to Millennium Park if the fence wasn't there. Jarnigan rounds first, he rounds second, he speeds towards third, and he will slide feet first with a 1-out triple.
That's another Boston General Center Rebel base hit.
Put that in the right spot. It rolled maybe, 20 feet behind the shortstop is where it landed, but it rolled for days to the left center gap.
For Bull County, just their 4th triple of the season. It's Caleb Jarnigan's, Cole Jarnigan's first triple of the year. He's 90 feet away, and here comes Caleb Branham. The left-handed hitting DH with a runner on third base and 1 out. First pitch to Branham, fastball. Inside corner, called strike. It's 0-1. Second extra base hit of the game for the Rebels as well. They have 2 hits, both extra base hits, a double by Klonch, now a triple by Jarnigan. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball, swing and a miss, 0-2. Adam Blair, the head coach of Boyle County, hard to believe, already his 6th year as Rebel head coach. 221 wins, 131 losses all time in his career between Boyle County and Washington County High School, as the 0-2 is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Rebels have really been in a class of their own in the 12th region the last 4+ seasons. They're 114-41 overall, working on this their 5th season in that category. That one is low and outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes, including their last 81 12th region games. They're 71-9-1. That one tie was against Mercer County back at the old Amos Black Field. The 2-2 swing and a miss.
Pitch.
Cross gets Branham fishing, so he had no strikeouts coming in the bottom half of the second. He's retired 2 with Ks here in the bottom half of the second frame, and the 2-out batter is Caden Patterson, who'll try to help himself out.
Nice pitch, looked like a 2-seam or something. Had a little run on it, ran away from the left-handed hitter in Brown.
It's Caden Patterson. Where's number 12? He's a .294 hitter, no home runs, 12 driven in. Breaking ball, right field line, tailing fair. It rolls towards the corner. Jarnigan scores easily. Patterson heads towards second base. He's going to slide in with a double.
First pitch swing.
That's another cast concrete Rebel base hit.
Who needs singles? The Rebels have 3 base hits now, or 3 hits, all of them extra base hits. And Patterson is at second base. He'll be pulled off the base paths for a courtesy runner. And it's going to be number 24. That's Lucas Young.
The left fielder, number 30, Hudson Spoonamore.
And the 9-hole hitter is Hudson Spoonamore. Do you like the courtesy runner rule, Coach? I mean, is it something? Obviously, you've got pitchers that are athletes, too, and there's a lot of them. Maybe you want to keep them out there running, but you also don't want to tire them out. especially maybe with 2 outs.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Some people call it as the speed up rule, so you can get the pitcher and catcher warmed up next time, but you're not putting anybody of the same speed out there typically. You're trying to. So if I had a good runner, I would just keep, whether it's pitcher or catcher, I'd keep them out there. You got to put the fastest guy or the smartest base runner to keep them out there.
First pitch to Spoonamore is a fastball over the outside corner. It's 0-1. Throw back to second base was not made as Lucas Young is chased back without a throw. Spoonamore wears number 30. He's a freshman. He's had 8 at-bats this year. He's 0 for 8, so looking for his first hit of his varsity high school career as he waves at a breaking ball, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think Spoonamore was doing a lot of courtesy running himself to start. Then he's got to start his freshman year, but now he's got some starts under his belt.
No balls and 2 strikes. Fastball high and outside. It's 1-2. Been a bizarre year for Danville, especially offensively. They'd have games where they've scored 17 runs, 16 runs as well. Multiple double-digit run games. The 1-2 to Spoonamore, swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, and he swung through it. Cross actually strikes out the side, but he gives up a couple of extra base hits in between those strikeouts as well. A 1-out triple by Jarnigan, a 2-out double by Patterson. We're through 2. It is Boyle County 2, Danville nothing. On the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loans subject to credit approval.
Hit the trails with Danville Bike and Footwear. From summer adventures to daily rides, they'll help you find the perfect bike to match your goals. Choose from Specialized, Trek, Kona, or check out Aventon e-bikes. And they do. Yes, they do have kids' bikes too. No matter what your age or skill level, make Danville Bike and Footwear your destination to get moving on 2 wheels. Come test ride your next bike today at Danville Bike and Footwear, 417 West Main Street in downtown Danville.
Joe Avis alongside Kyle Wynn. We've been told maybe Commentary Kyle is a good name for the broadcast when Kyle Wynn's on it. Commentary Kyle. So
the listeners at home are giving us all kinds of ideas here today.
Yes, yeah, so appreciate that. Top half of the third, it's Levi Doyle, Brennan Graham, and Dylan Kruger. That's 8, 9, and 1 as the Rebels lead this game 2-0 going to the top half of the third. Mentioned that Boyle County's won 4 straight versus Danville. A win tonight gives them their longest winning streak in at least the last 25 years over the Admirals. They're the longest winning streak head-to-head in this series does belong to Danville. Bunt shown right in front of home plate. Actually nubs his way to the pitchers now, where Patterson will come off the mound, fire to first base, and Levi Doyle is retired in a 1-3 putout for out number 1. One-out batter is Brennan Graham. Danville won 7 straight over Boyle County more than 20 years ago, April of 2004 through May of 2007. The longest winning streak in this series. Here's Brennan Graham. Brennan wears number 10, a freshman, at 167 on the year. Good healthy hack, but he's way late on a Caden Patterson fastball. It's no balls and 1 strike. Is it Sam Tiller that calls the pitches for the Rebels?
Yeah, former Boyle County Rebel pitcher. I noticed, too, that Emmons has the earpiece, so I think they're getting the signals that way.
0-1, misses high, 1-1. Who called pitches for you? Evan Teague?
Evan Teague, yep.
Is that something as a head coach, it's like you take it, it's something else off your mind?
It kind of depends. For me, I was more of an offensive guy. I played first base, so, I did a lot more with the offense, coached third, and then, of course, for me, Evan, played at Western, got drafted by the Blue Jays, was a pitcher. So, when you have strengths like that, you got to utilize them. And I know, like Coach Morris, former pitcher, I think he called the pitches when he was coaching against me at Danville. So, just kind of what your preference is, maybe what your background is.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Graham. Fastball right down the middle, cuts the plate in half. It's a Danville office equipment called third strike. It's strikeout number 4 for Caden Patterson. It's out number 2. And that'll bring up Danville's leadoff hitter, Dylan Kruger.
Number 4.
I was watching Danville line up down the third baseline during the national anthem. Dylan's just a freshman. He's just about the biggest guy on the team. Man, he has got some size to him. Impressive-looking freshman who has played varsity since its 7th grade. First pitch fastball off the handle. It's 0-1. He is the nephew of Paul Morris, so he's kind of got the genes to be a good baseball player. Works hard at it as well. Just an impressive-looking young kid. Is Dylan Gruber.
I was shocked when you said freshman. I've seen him for a couple of years now, so he's been starting that long.
422, 1 home run, 7 driven in for Danville's leadoff man, Dylan Gruber. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball just tails a little bit high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. I told Kyle, and I'll tell the listeners, I left my baseball trivia book in my vehicle, and I didn't realize it until 5 minutes before airtime. The 1-1 to Gruber off the end of the bat, 1-2. So instead of baseball trivia in the 5th, Kyle, we're going to do what we did with Rick, the first broadcast of the year. We'll do a this date in baseball history.
Oh, there you go.
See how many of the questions you can answer. What's happened on April the 14th in Major League Baseball history. That'll come up in the top of the 5th.
I got a lot to stack up against Radio Rick and his knowledge.
1-2 is high and outside, 2-2. Rick is real good about getting the questions right if I really hone down to the team, and maybe if I give him the first name of the player, too. He's really good about getting it after that. 2-2 to Kruger, popped up, foul over top of the Boyle County fan section as a fan from Perryville, Kentucky will chase that baseball down. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. What do you think about the playing back-to-back? That started when you were the coach of Boyle County. So you got to witness what it was like to maybe play games weeks apart and then play games back-to-back. Let's see where this 2-2 pitch goes to Dylan Kruger, and maybe you'll have time to answer after this 2-2 to Kruger. Breaking ball is high and outside, 3-2.
Yeah, so when I first started, it was pretty much 6 straight Tuesdays, and then they went back-to-back, and obviously the reason was behind. So if you just had one ace pitcher, you couldn't just wait a week, and keep going.
Right.
Where they wanted to have, he's going to probably be burnt that first game on Tuesday and then come back on a Wednesday. Plus, it mirrored the district tournament.
3-2, fastball check swing. Did he go around? He did not. It's ball 4, and Kruger draws a 2-out walk. He's on base, third Danville base runner of the game. He stands at first base with 2 outs. Here's KJ Dismukes. Yeah, it's interesting when they play back-to-back nights, and again, I always go back when we have the Danville-Boyle County back-to-back games to that 2003 season, when it shows you how much a game can change in 24 hours. They played at Danville, I believe it was, that first game. Boyle beat Danville 20-0 on a Tuesday night. The next night they play at Boyle County. Sam Matherly strikes out 14 Rebels, and Danville wins 1-0. We got outscored by 19 runs in 2 games, Danville did, but it was a 1-1 split.
Yeah. I think I've seen a lot of those, but especially between Boyle and Danville. You would think it happened on the second night. Maybe you thin on pitching, and then it'd be an offensive-type game.
First pitch to Dismukes is over the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. He's 0 for 1, grounded out at the second, back in the first. It's 2-0 Rebels here in the top of the third. There goes the runner, Kruger. Fastball misses. Thrown to second base is just on the right-hand side of the bag, and Kruger slides in head first with a CC Auto Parts stolen base for Danville. Is stolen base number 49 of the season. For Kruger, he's a perfect 7 for 7. He's in scoring position with 2 outs.
The good thing, too, about the back-to-back games, and one of the reasons was a lot of teams would go play some good tournaments on the weekend, and then you could do those for 3 straight weeks, focus on district, and then after that you'd have your pitching, later to go compete against a Louisville team or a Lexington team or another top team in the state if you were playing them on a Saturday or something, because most times you'd be down to your 3rd, 4th pitcher, and then you wouldn't have them. So it's helped compete on the weekends, too.
2 balls and 1 strike to Dismukes. Breaking ball over the outside corner, 2-2. Danville played Whitley County on Saturday. They threw their top 2 arms in that game, Dylan Kruger and I believe Hayden Foster, what I would consider at least 2 of their top 2, and actually going with Noah Cross in this game.
Right, so that's the perfect example to let them compete at their best. Danville, playing one of the best teams in the state, got a chance to throw their top 2 pitchers and get a win out of it, where if they were playing, I can't pitch them on this Saturday playing Whitley County, for example, because I got to have them for the next Tuesday, So
Dismukes fouls off a 2-2. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-0 Will County leads it top half of the third. Admirals have a runner in scoring position with Dylan Kruger, 2-2 low and outside from Caden Patterson, who spins away in disgust. 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Wyatt Gale, Danville's leading hitter, awaits on deck. Patterson from the stretch looks plate at Carson Emmons, the Rebel catcher. 3-2 fastball, hit right-hand side down for a base hit. Rounding third base and getting the stop sign is Kruger as the right fielder Holder came up throwing, but Dismukes will take second base. No one cut it off. Wheeler let the ball go through to home, thinking maybe Kruger was going to try to score, and because the ball wasn't cut off, it allows Dismukes to move to second base.
Number 6.
Yeah, a little confused there. I thought for sure, I think probably maybe what Wheeler did or Emmons catching thought that he was going to score on that play with, try and get a run with 2 outs. So they let the throw go through, and hats off to Dismukes. He got to second base. Now they got 2 guys in scoring position, a chance to tie the game up with Gale up.
They got first base open. Wyatt Gale's a 6-15 hitter. First pitch to Wyatt. Breaking ball's right in there. Called strike. It's 0-1. So you got Bull County's best pitcher versus Danville's best hitter in a big spot in the top of the third. Find some outfield grass, and Danville can tie this one up. Patterson will turn, kick, deliver the 0-1 to Gale. Hit well, right field line, but tailing way foul. He's way out in front of it. And now he's down in a big hole. It's no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he was all over that one, but it almost went over the first base dugout. You were talking they got a base open. If you walk him, you got Foster on deck who lined out to Wheeler, so he put up a good swing on it. So you got 2 good hitters back-to-back here.
No balls and 2 strikes. Patterson's got Gale where he wants him. Let's see what he goes with here. The 0-2 on its way. Fastball tails off the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Of course, you can't just bury one in the dirt because you got to run 90 feet away. That would cut this Bull County lead in half.
Yeah, you got to trust your pitcher, or your catcher, but sometimes it does limit the pitch you're going to throw.
1-2 breaking ball. Cold strike 3. Boy, it looked high. Gale didn't like the call. He just froze there. Danville coach C.J. Lynn doesn't like it either as he's walking down towards home plate. Danville leaves 2 in scoring position on a questionable called strike 3, but it goes down as a Danville office equipment called third strike. It is 5 Ks in the game for Caden Patterson. We are through 2.5. It is Boyle County 2, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
It's almost May. The primary election is coming. And right now, your community is asking an important question. Do you know who's working the polls? Poll workers keep elections fair, local, and running on time.
I'm Secretary of State Michael Adams. Step up. Serve your community. Sign up today to be a poll worker for a May 19th primary.
Learn more at sos.ky.gov.
Danville Lee's Famous Recipes been serving Central Kentucky with the best chicken since 1972. Enjoy your money-saving $6 meal. Choose from 2 famous strips or 2 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, your favorite side, homestyle buttermilk biscuit, and drink, all at just $6. Or grab the 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece family meal with large shareable sides and a buttermilk biscuit. Call for expert caterers at 859-236-8777. It's Danville Lee's Famous Recipes Southport. That's not just chicken, it's tradition.
Bottom half of the third, it's Boyle County 2, Danville nothing. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Rebels. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Admirals. Boyle County sends up 1, 2, and 3. Kyler Klotch, Owen Wheeler, and Carter Stapp here in the bottom half of the third inning. We'll play again tomorrow night, and it's at Admiral Field tomorrow night. There's some festivities before tomorrow night's game as well. The first pitch may be a little more towards 6:15 tomorrow night as they name the Danville baseball field in honor of Paul Morse. They're going to be naming that Morse Field, a 500 career win coach. Obviously now the head coach for the Danville Lady Admirals softball team, and they're doing great things this year as well. I wonder what the score is next door to us.
Yeah, I was going to try. I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to try and see if we can get an update over there.
Here's Kyler Klotch. Klotch is 1 for 1, a double. He scored a run. One of the 2 runs that have scored for the Rebels this game. As Cross delivers a fastball that tinges the outside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Danville beat Whitley County 4-3 their last time out on Saturday. It's number 3 Whitley County. It was Danville's first game head-to-head versus Whitley County in the Right Herd scoreboard era as Klotch dumps that one into right field, and it's lost by Doyle in the sun and rolls towards the Finch, and Klotch is going to head towards third base. The relay throw is just late. But the throw beat him, but third baseman Kruger making the tag across his body, and Klotch just got his right foot in the bag before the tag, which looked like it was on Klotch's hand. It'll go down as a leadoff triple for Kyler Klotch, the 4th hit of the game for the Rebels. All 4 of them still extra base hits.
I was going to say, they just continue the extra base hits. I mean, no singles, pretty rare right now. I know it's only 4 hits, but still, all of them doubles and triples.
There's Owen Wheeler, who moved a runner over with a ground ball. His last at-bat, he'll get a run in with a ground ball here to second base, chopped over there into Levi Doyle's blue glove, who throws to first base in time for a 4-3 fielder's choice for out number 1. But it scores Kyler Klotch from third base. And it's 3-0 Boyle County. Every time the Rebels score, you will score a job at Nesco Resource. It's 3-0 for Owen Wheeler, RBI number 15 on the season.
So the softball team has matched the baseball game right now.
Carter Stapp takes low, ball 1.
It's 3-0 in the bottom of the third in the softball game as well. Boyle scored 3 in the bottom of the first, and it's 3-0 there as well.
1 ball and no strikes to Carter Stapp. Stapp drove in the run with a sacrifice fly back in the first. Fastball off his handle, jammed foul over top of the Danville dugout. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Was talking about how strange of a season this has been for Danville offensively. This is a team that can score some runs, and tell you more about that after this 1-1 pitch to Carter Stapp is grounded towards short. Easy Sunday hop for Hayden Foster. Sidearm toss across the diamond for out number 2 and a 6-3 ground down. The 2-out batter is Logan Perry. Had a 3-game stretch this year, Danville did, where they scored 45 runs. It's the most Danville has scored in a 3-game stretch since that record-setting 2021 team scored 48 runs over a 3-game stretch early on in that 2021 season. There's also a game where they scored 16 runs this season and lost. They lost to Madison Southern 17-16. Fastball to Logan Perry's over the inside corner. It's no balls and 1 strike. Typically, you think a team scores 16 runs, they'll never lose. Danville is 3-1 in games this year. They score 16 runs in. The fastball is off the outside corner and high. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. I went back, Kyle, season by season, going back to the 2002 season. Again, the earliest season, I can find game-by-game data. That ball ripped foul down the left field line. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Danville has played in 43 games since 2002 where they scored at least 16 runs. They were 43-0 in those games before losing to Madison Southern 17-16 earlier this year. 17-16 is a wild score.
You usually don't say, if we can just get 16 runs today, I'll feel good about it, you know.
The 1-2 to Perry is high and outside 2-2.
Yeah, usually if a pitcher gets 16, he's usually feeling pretty good. But so 17-16.
Their only loss in a game where Danville scored at least 16 runs this quarter century. Breaking ball is low, bounces away from Wyatt Gale behind home plate. It's 3-2. Either way, though, you're scoring 16 runs in a game and 17. He put up 18 a couple of games ago. You know, it's a team that can score. And when you got a guy in Wyatt Gale hitting .615 in your 3-hole, that's going to help out. Fastball is a little bit high. Perry lays off of it, and it's ball 4. 2-out walk to Logan Perry, and here's Andrew Holder.
The right fielder.
Meanwhile, Bull County scored some runs this year as well. Check this out. Started off the year with a 1-0 loss to LaRue County. Since then, though, they already have 5 games this year. Out of the first 16 games, they've won by a run roll, either a 10 or 15 run roll. First pitch to Holder is in there, called strike, 0-1. They did that within the first 13 games of the year. 5 games they run by run rolls. They only had 4 games all of last year like that. They've already passed that mark halfway through this season. The 0-1 to Holder. Fastball, snap throw to first base. This ball missed high and inside. throw up the line, and a head first dive by Logan Perry. He's back in time. It's 1-1.
For sure, some offense on both teams. So this one hanging in at 3-0 right now. I don't know if we're going to get to 15 or 16 today.
Yeah, if we get to a 16-15 game, we're going to be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. That breaking ball is low and outside, scoots away from Gale. It's a wild pitch on Noah Cross, which moves Logan Perry up to second base. It's 2-1 to Andrew Holder. 3-0 here. Rebels lead bottom half of the third. They've scored 1 run in each inning so far. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, now 1 here in the bottom half of the third. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. Fastball is high. Ball 3.
We'll try and pick up and see what the pitch counts are, Joe. It seems like been some long innings the last couple.
I'm looking at game changer right now. Patterson for Bull County has thrown 46. That was pitch number 43 for Noah Cross through 2 2/3.
Okay.
3-1 to Andrew Holder as Perry dances off second. Grounded towards short. Foster will make the play and go to first base in time for out number 3. But the Rebels get another one across. A leadoff triple by Kyler Claunch. An RBI ground at by Owen Wheeler. We are through 3 innings. Boyle County 3, Danville nothing on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
When that time comes and you need an electrician, plumber, someone to fix your heating and air, or garage door care, Kentucky Service Company is your professionals for serving real needs and fixing real problems. Expect clear communication, fair pricing, and craftsmanship you can trust. The KSE family brand includes Fire Stretcher, Heating and Air, Hearst, Electric and Plumbing, and newly added Easy Open Garage Doors. These companies are built on heritage, serving with pride. They are your home's best friend, Kentucky Service Companies.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Top half of the fourth, it is Boyle County 3, Danville nothing. Admiral send up Hayden Foster, Dyron Moody, and Nathan Doyle. That's the middle third of this Admiral order, 4, 5, and 6. Got 2 guys on last inning and ended it on a controversial called third strike on Wyatt Gale. Both teams will play each other again tomorrow night at Danville. The next non-Danville Boyle County game for these teams. Rebels are going to host Pulaski County on Friday. And Danville is going to host Model on Saturday. Now Jack here's got a Dr. Pepper. He'll be up for half the night now.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Ready to go.
First pitch to the left-handed hitting Hayden Foster is a fastball at the outside corner. It's 1-0. He also has a Ziploc bag full of Double Bubble, and he's already hammered his way through a Hershey chocolate bar.
I was going to say, if he needs some money, Joe, I could get him, a pixie stick or something like that for you.
1-0 over the outside corner, 1-1. I think we just give him cane sugar straight into his blood at this point. Why not? 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayden Foster. Takes a break-in ball. High and outside, 2-1. Of course, if you're a kid at the ballpark, you got to get something to eat, right?
Yeah, I just got bothered for a few bucks myself over here, so they're gonna give all the money they can to the concession stands.
2-1. Hayden Foster hammers one left center field. That 3 hops the fence. Foster rounds first base. He heads towards second base. A stand-up leadoff double for Hayden Foster. It's Danville's first extra base hit of the game. The Rebels can't hit singles. Danville hadn't been able to hit anything but singles this game, but Foster stands at second base. Nobody out. Here's Dyron Moody.
Yeah, nice to get your leadoff man on second to start this inning.
Well, it's good to see opposite field lasers, too.
Yeah, we've seen, but it seems like people are going the other way. Some good velocity on the mound tonight. So there's some good approaches at the plate, not to try to do too much with it.
Here's Dyron Moody. 211, 1 home run, 14 driven in for the Danville senior. First pitch fastball. He takes high and outside for ball 1. Moody singled back in the second, but was caught stealing later on that inning. He's 1 for 1.
Curious, I hope Moody didn't get shortchanged on his height.
You see what they got Darren Moody listed at.
Good kid, yeah. Good size.
6'2".
There you go.
That's about right. I mean, I would like to see him in
I was going
Wyatt.
to say, him
Wyatt
and Gale
Gale.
just go back to back, the old measure up, and we'll know exactly what Gale's height is.
I got a hard time believing that Moody's 3 inches taller than Wyatt Gale is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
1-0 outside, 2-0 to Darren Moody. Will County went down to Tennessee last week during a spring break trip. Had 4 games down there versus Tennessee teams. Went 3-1 versus those teams. Last game they played was against Christian Academy of Knoxville. Beat them 9-5. In that game, 2-0 to Moody. Hammer towards right center field. And carrying deep, Logan Perry back near the fence. Reaches up, makes a spinning grab. Turns around, throws to third. And Foster with a sacrifice fly will slide feet first into third base. So Moody gave it a ride, but Perry tracked it down. Foster moves up 90 feet. 1 out. Here's Nathan Doyle. Good strong throw from Perry out in center field as well.
That was a good relay.
Nathan Doyle struck out looking his last at bat. He's 0 for 1, one of the 5 Caden Patterson strikeout victims today.
I was going to say, hopefully Danville's trying right here to get one across to at least shorten the lead a little bit. The next 4 guys had struck out 3 times, so hopefully they're trying to plate one across here in the top of the 4th.
6, 7, 8, and 9, a combined 0 for 4 so far in the 4 at-bats. First pitch is inside and spins Doyle out of the way. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
I think K, and then Levi Doyle tried to bump for a hit, but got it a little too far to Patterson. His first at-bat.
Corner infield is in, so the Rebels would go home on 1 towards the corner infield. They'll concede the run on a ground ball up the middle. 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Sure, Boyle County's dugout, and Sam Tiller is telling Caden Patterson, throw strikes. You got 4 guys who's 0 for 4 against you. Fastball is high and outside, ball 3. No need to swing the bat if it doesn't threaten the strike zone. Crossing the season at 282. He has hit 2 long balls, 11 driven in. Runner at third base is Hayden Foster. He doubled, moved to third, and a Moody fly ball. 3-0 is outside, ball 4. Across hesitated. Sorry, Doyle hesitated just in case it was a called strike, but he'll take first base. Runners in the corners, 1 out. There's no across.
Yeah, Coach Tiller's going to head out now and have a few words, kind of what you were saying earlier. You're 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a bunt try. Need to go right at them right now, especially with 1 out, before you get back to the top of the order and some ballooned. Did you say Gale's at 6?
And Gale at 6:15, Kruger, the leadoff man at 4:22, Hayden Foster at 4:39. So, yeah.
3 guys there over 400, one of them over 600. So I'm sure Coach Tiller's telling them right now, same thing you were just saying, try and go after these guys at the bottom of the order, get a couple outs. Even if they score 1, you still got a 2-run lead. But if you get back to the top of the order, that's going to mean it's a big inning for Danville.
The runners in the corners and 1 out. Mentioned about the Rebels' ability to score runs this year. Again, 5 games already where they've won by a 10-run roll or a 15-run roll. Already more than they had all of last year in the 12th Region Championship season. Danville hasn't played a regular 7-inning game since Friday, February the 3rd, and that's just 11 days ago, but they played 5 games in between that over the last 11 days. All of them have been either 10-run roll wins, and then there's the 1 extra inning win they had over Whitley County.
No traditional 7s, huh?
Hard to find sometimes on schedules with the difference in strength and all that between the teams. First pitch is Doyle was taken off towards first base, is fouled off. It's no balls and 1 strike to Noah Cross. Cross is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the 2nd. Danville's going to have some interesting turns in their schedule as well. They've scheduled quite a few Eastern Kentucky teams they'll play this year. Perry County Central is actually coming to Danville next Friday. It's a long road trip for Perry County Central. Danville will go there in the month of May and play in a Saturday kind of 3-team round-robin tournament there at Perry County Central.
So they're trading the drive off.
Yes, exactly right. Throw back to first base and back in time is Nathan Doyle. 0-1 to Noah Cross. Fastball fouled off the screen. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 4th, Boyle County 3, Danville nothing in this one. Rebels with 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, and 1 in the 3rd. You hear oftentimes, especially like in sports like basketball, where coaches find it important to schedule teams from different regions because of different style of play between regions. You know, you may see something different as time is called from a team that plays in the Louisville area, 7th region, as you would from, the 14th or 15th region. Is there much difference at all in baseball and scheduling teams from different regions, or is it basically the same?
Sometimes, though, the philosophy is a little different. Almost the opposite is with pitching is like, I don't want to play the region teams as much, so they don't see pitching. You have to in district, but not play them in the region. So when you see them in the region, they haven't seen your best pitcher or stuff like that, and go out of region to play a lot of your games.
0-2 is fouled off as Doyle was again taken off towards second base. Chopped up, actually caught the umpire in his left arm, so Emmons is going to go out and talk with Caden Patterson. Home plate umpire will have a chance to catch himself. So teams may purposely load their schedule with non-region teams.
Yeah, I think sometimes to the point of the non-region, you don't show your pitchers. That's some philosophy. I wasn't always too concerned with that. But then also sometimes, depending on your region, you might go out to play better competition if your region's not as strong. I usually try to stay in the 12th region just because there was good competition.
0-2 hit towards left. It's down for a base hit. Scoring from third base is Foster. Doyle was taken off towards second on the pitch, so he gets to move from first to third, and Danville strikes in an RBI single by Noah Cross. For Noah, it's RBI number 12. Anytime Danville scores, you can score a job at Nesco Resource, and the Admirals have broken through here in the top of the 4th. Foster scores from third, Doyle to third, Noah Cross to first on the RBI single, and here's Levi Doyle. Levi's 0 for 1. He grounded out, actually tried to lay down a bunt for a hit back in the 3rd inning. Bottom of the order coming through. Runner goes again. That ball hammered up the middle. Down for a base hit. From third base, scoring is Nathan Doyle. Moving to third base is Noah Cross. The throw gets by Stab. It rolls behind the Danville dugout. Heading for home is Cross. He'll slide in safely. We're tied at 3.
Scored on a hit and run. At least a stray steal. Looked like a hit and run. If it was a hit and run, you want to keep away from the middle, but he hit it so hard, went straight to center field, never stopped running, and then the ball going down. Coach C.J. Lynn dives on the ground to get out of the way, and the throw was just too late to home. So scored from first all the way on a ball hit just to straight center field to Perry.
He goes in as a single for Levi Doyle. RBI single, scores Nathan Doyle. Cross then ends up scoring on the error on Boyle County and the throw, which gets behind the dugout. And in the meantime, I'm trying to swat bugs out of my face. I lose my pen, and it lands in the field of play. It goes through the screen, and my best pin is now behind Carson Emmons at home plate. And a first pitch fastball to Brennan Graham is swung through and missed. It's no balls and 1 strike. After all that, it's 3-3. And Danville can take the lead with a runner at second base and Levi Doyle.
Squared around the bunt.
Is it fouled off?
Yep.
No balls
straight
and
back
2
above
strikes.
us.
Yeah, I was looking down at my score sheet and looking up. I didn't hear it go off the bat, and I'm thinking surely Caden Patterson didn't throw one
that
25
high.
feet above Carson Emmons.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order lurks for the Admirals. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th. The no ball, 2 strike pitch to Brennan Graham is on its way. Breaky ball, called strike 3 over the inside corner. It is a Danville office equipment called 3rd strike, and the 2-out batter is Dylan Kruger. Strikeout number 6
The third
for Caden Patterson.
Dylan Kruger.
And here is, Kyle, like you said, if it gets to the top of the Danville order, it's probably been a big inning for him. It's been big enough to tie it up, and Kruger with 1 swing can give the Admirals the lead. He's 0 for 1. He struck out. He's also walked. He swiped a bag. First pitch to Kruger from Caden Patterson. Breaking ball's in there, called strike.
Yeah, just what you don't want for Boyle to try and get back at the top of the lineup. 3-4 dangerous hitters here in a row with 2 outs and a chance to tie. Like you said, he's getting a good lead out there. He's ready to score.
Pitch number 67 from Caden Patterson. Fastball swing and a miss. Healthy hack from Kruger, but he came up empty, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Kruger at .422, 1 home run, 7 driven in. 6 doubles, also a triple, so 8 of his 19 hits have gone for extra bases this year. It's 3-3. The Admirals have plated 3 in the top of the 4th. The 0-2 to Kruger. There goes the runner. Fastball, swing and a miss. Kruger down on 3 pitches. Patterson picks up strikeout number 7, but the Admirals tie it up on 3 hits, a double by Foster, a walk to Doyle, a single by Noah Cross, a single by Levi Doyle, added by a Rebel error. We're through 3.5, sorry. It's Danville 3, Boyle County 3 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Because we know how. It's an easy thing to do in Danville. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Everybody knows that money doesn't grow on trees, but you can save a bundle on your future summer cooling bills if you plant trees around your house this spring. Plant trees on the south and west sides of your home to get the greatest benefit from the shade they produce on those sunny summer days. Be sure, though, to avoid overhead and underground power lines when planting your trees. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
A new life for the Admirals. It is 3-3 in the bottom half of the 4th after they trailed 3-0. They plated 3 in the top of the 4th. The Rebels looking to regain the lead here. Cole Jarnigan, Caleb Branham, Caden Patterson. That's 6, 7, and 8 in the Rebel 9. Jarnigan tripled to lead off. 1-out triple back in the 2nd. One of the many extra base hits that Boyle County has in this game, and it'll lead off here in the bottom half of the 4th. Danville and Boyle County will play one tomorrow night as well, and then they'll go on hiatus until potentially a district tournament meeting. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are now the days set aside for district regular season games. Danville next week takes on Garrett County. Boyle will play Lincoln, and then the week after that, Boyle County and Garrett County play, and then Danville and Lincoln play. DCA still trying to do their best to get their baseball team kind of going on their feet, and they'll join this 45th district as well. Swing and a miss to Cole Jarnigan. No balls and 1 strike from Danville pitcher Noah Cross, who, for all intents and purposes, has pitched pretty well. I mean, he's given up extra base hits, scatter those around, but has limited damage. Besides that, fastball outside corner as the zone expands a little bit. It's no balls and 2 strikes. 46 pitches for Noah Cross. 30 of those are strikes. 0-2 on its way to Cole Jarnigan. Fastball is high and outside, 1-2. I know what it's like to be a pitcher. You're out there, you've been battling, your team's down 3-0, and suddenly, you can't look at the scoreboard and see what the score is here because the scoreboard is not operating, but you know it's 3-3 now. Jarnigan pops it up left-hand side. Long run for Foster. Over is Graham near the line, and he bobbled the ball, and he dropped it. Rounding first base, heading towards second is Jarnigan. And Danville's left fielder, Brennan Graham, just dropped the baseball.
That was a major league fly ball, as they say, Joe. Right on the line, had a long run. Obviously, if you got a long run and it's a line drive or something, it's a lot easier to see. If you're running far away for a high fly ball, that was a tough play than it actually looked. And hats off to Jarnigan. He was running just like Conch was earlier in the game and got to second base on it.
Yeah, it ended up as an E7 on Graham. The ball hit him right in his glove and popped out. And that's something that's going to drive C.J. Lynn crazy. We'll talk about that after this first pitch to Caleb Branham. This cross fakes a throwback to second base.
Square to bunt.
In C.J.'s first year as Danville head coach, he's a very defensive-minded coach. He was a great catcher in high school and in college at Alice Lloyd, but Danville's defense just was not where it should have been. First pitch, Branham shows bunt, pulls it back. It's 1 ball and no strikes. It was something like almost half the runs Danville gave up the entire year in C.J.'s first year were unearned runs. And so in the offseason, he put Danville through what he called ground ball camp, where just for like an hour he would just hit them ground balls over and over and over again, just trying to kind of raise the excellence and the standard for Danville defensively. 1 ball and no strike to Branham. Fastball popped up foul. It's 1-1. And I mean, even like Kyle, we joke about talking about our 8U Sliders team on the air, but even like coaching young kids, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, they love to hit home runs. They love to hit. Do we have to play defense, right? I mean, everybody likes the long ball, but defense is such an important part of the game, especially when you're giving up earned runs to teams that are really good.
Yeah, just yesterday, my daughter had her first coach pitch softball practice, and we started out with base running first, then defense second. And in those 2 phases, I probably got asked if we were going to hit 25 times, and then we did finally hit. But, you know, it was one of the things I preached to them is you got to base run and play defense are big parts of the game, but before you even get to hitting.
1-1 misses high, 2-1. And it's tough to beat good teams. Bull County is certainly a good team, and Danville is as well. But, you know, it's a Rebel team that we mentioned. They're 71-9-1 their last 81 12th region games. 2-1 to Brennan. Bunted. It's a beauty. Third base side, right at the cut of the grass. Kruger fakes a throw, and there is no play. Well, he couldn't have rolled one any better than he hit that one down the third base line. A sacrifice bunt is what he was trying to do, but it goes down as an infield single for Caleb Branham. He's on first. The third base goes Cole Jarnigan. Runners on the corners. And nobody out. Here's Caden Patterson, and Danville's pitching coach, Durana Elmore, will call time, and we'll head towards the pitcher's mound. What's the talk with Noah Cross?
Yeah, great bunt, like you said. I don't think he could have rolled it better is the right way to say it. Jarnigan wasn't going to move. I think he knew a fake was coming because there was no chance for the throw at first base. But Boyles definitely got something going first and third here, trying to answer back from the three-run inning that Danville just put up.
Yeah, and if you don't have a drop fly ball in left field, let's say Graham catches that when you have 1 out, I mean, you can't say certainly, but more than likely, Branham's not trying to bunt and give himself up or even for a bunt single there.
Right.
And so you have a better chance maybe retiring Branham. You could have 2 outs, nobody on, and now the script is completely flipped. Runners in the corners and nobody out, and Danville's got to dance around danger here in the 4th.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Branham's got good speed. I have seen him bump for hits quite a bit, but you're right. It changes the whole. He can do a whole lot more offensively, and I'll see what Coach Blair does here too with Branham's speed. I could see him trying to steal and get in scoring position, have 2 in scoring position.
Here's Caden Patterson, who laced an RBI double back in the 2nd. Over to first base. Low throw gets by Moody. Moody can't find the baseball. It rolls into foul territory. Jarnigan scores easily. Branham's wheels move him to 2nd. And the 2nd Danville error in the bottom half of the 4th gives the Rebels the lead once again. It's 4-3 as Jarnigan scores from 3rd. Anytime Boyle County scores, you can score a job at Nesco Resource. And the happiest man on Boyle County's side is at the plate right now, Caden Patterson.
Just got that lead back.
First pitch to Patterson. Hammered left center field. That one's going to fall down for a base hit. Dismukes is over, cuts it off. Branham will round third base. He's going to score with ease. It's an RBI single for Caden Patterson.
That's another Boston
5-3 Rebels.
Helping himself. Patterson 2 for 2, right?
Yeah, double and a single, and a couple of runs driven in. RBI number 14 for Caden Patterson.
The left field, number 30,
courtesy runner. Coach Blair is going to come talk to the umpire. I don't know if they're switching courtesy runners.
It was Lucas Young last time that Patterson reached.
Yeah, it looks like Lucas Young's ready to go, but I don't know if Coach Blair's switching it up or might be letting him run here. No, he's going to switch it up.
Yeah, it's Lucas Young who's going to run for Caden Patterson again.
Number 24, Lucas Young.
Hudson Spoonamore will swing the stick. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the 2nd. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the 4th. All started with an error, a bunt single, a single by Caden Patterson, throw to first base, and back in time is Lucas Young. I remember watching a playoff game a couple years ago, and John Smoltz was calling the game, and he had mentioned how everything in the postseason is a rally. Spoonamore shows bunt, pulls it back on a fastball that was bound towards his neck, and he just fouls it off the bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I was worried about getting hit in the hands or the face right there. It looked like almost self-defense on that bunt try. Go ahead, Joe, on John Smoltz.
But they mentioned everything in the postseason is a rally, and you kind of feel that way too. And in district games where everything, an error, a couple of errors. Lucas Young off of first base, snap throw down the first base side. Just a little bit late. Young was halfway down to second base, just about had a beeline back to first. But you've seen that here. A couple of errors on Danville's side. Boyle County makes a rally out of it, and they lead it now 5-3. Home plate umpires called time, talk with the base umpire about something, just confirming the call.
I think the home plate umpire thought he attempted at that, and Coach Blair said no, he pulled it back. So they checked with the field guy, and he confirmed that he did pull back on that bunt attempt.
So it is 1-1 strike then to Hudson Spoonamore. Top of the Rebel lineup lurks. Kyler Klotch is on deck. It's 5-3 Rebels, 1-1. Bunt again. That one I think is off of his hands. Fouled it off. It's 1-2.
Same thing. Ball's just riding in on him, and Spoonamore not pulling back. First time he got it, that time I think he got his hand.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the fourth. Lucas Young off of first. 1-2 fastball is high outside, 2-2. No action in Danville's bullpen. So if Danville were to make a pitching change, you'd think it's someone that's on the field right now.
And that's back to what you talked about with playing back-to-back. It's your philosophy. Are you going to go after one game, use your top 2 pitchers, or do you already have your starter for the next game that you're going to keep in the bullpen, so to speak?
2-2 is on inside, 3-2. I would think Danville, I guess it depends on how the rest of this game goes, but you got the left side of the infield, Hayden Foster and Dylan Kruger, who are both phenomenal pitchers. 3-2, swing and a miss. Spoonamore down on strike. Strikeout number 4 for Noah Cross. He struck out the side back in the second. He hasn't struck out a batter since then.
Shortstop. Number 3.
Batter is Kyler Klotch.
Come on.
Yeah, we said with Danville, trying to get back to the order now with just 1 out. You got the top of the order for Boyle County now with some dangerous hitters coming up, especially with Kyler Klotch, like you said, the Eastern commit.
And Klotch has doubled and tripled. He scored 2 runs. First pitch from Cross to Klotch is low, ball 1. Kyle, I'm starting to lose my voice. We have to take over on this play-by-play here.
Yeah, I noticed yesterday we had, or both our daughters were at the park. You seemed a little hoarse yesterday, so.
We've been training for moments like this. Here we go. Kyle Wynn on the play-by-play call.
I got a few BCSN, games under my belt. So, but you took my pen earlier though. So it was the best pen I had in my truck. It wasn't my favorite pen, but it was the best pen I had in my truck.
This one right here is the best one you got in your truck. We need to get you some new pins.
Yeah.
1-0, snap throw to first base. Almost eats up. It does eat up Moody, but he keeps it in front of him. It's the 3rd throw to first base. 2 from the pitcher, now 1 from Gale behind home plate. And Moody's basically had to go down to his knees to keep in front of him. It's 2 balls and no strikes to Kyler Klotch.
Yeah, Gale's popping back there, which is what he needs to do after that, failed bunt attempt with Spoonamore. Now it's 1 out. You still want to get there. He's kind of worried with good speed with a courtesy runner trying to get him to second base. So I wouldn't. Not stealing, but
2-0 grounded towards short. Foster to his right, goes to second, 1 there. On to first, way late. Klotch is getting it down the line. Moody wasn't even on the bag. And again, another low throw that Moody has to dig out. Lost his sunglasses as well on the back end of that fielder's choice. Out number 2 made it second base on Lucas Young. On the 4th out, 2-out batter is Owen Wheeler.
Yeah, Moody's getting some work in down there. Usually you talk about a catcher getting balls in the dirt, getting beat up a little bit, but Moody's kind of taking it down there at first base, but.
See if the wheels are on for Kyler Klotch with 2 outs and Owen Wheeler at the plate. Wheeler is 0 for 2. 2 ground outs, but he did drive in a run with one of those. First pitch to Wheeler is hit right-hand side and right up below Kyler Klotch, who hops over the baseball. It moves up to second base, and Wheeler hits one on the ground again. That one squeezes through.
That's another cast concrete Rebel base hit.
Klotch moves to second base. Wheeler is at first. For Bull County, it is hit number 7 for them.
Number 5. Carter.
Mixing in some singles now, though.
Yeah, this is the first inning Bull County's had a single. Patterson had an RBI single. Now their second one with Owen Wheeler. 2 on, 2 outs for Carter Stapp. Stapp, the big bat in this Rebel lineup. First pitch, fastball over the outside corner. 0-1. Played at, I believe, Russell County High School last year.
Yeah, he's mixing from the black and gold of Boyle County to mostly pink on the accessories.
Yeah, he's got the black and pink batting gloves, the pink bat tape, and the black and pink ankle guard on his left ankle. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Carter Stapp. 0 for 1 today. Drove in a run and a fly ball back in the first and grounded out to short back in the third. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 on and 2 outs, 5-3 Rebel lead.
So kind of a big opportunity either way here. Boyle can open it up or Danville can keep it close and get out of this inning.
0-2 is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Full slate of games on the major league level tonight. Some games already underway. Orioles over the Diamondbacks 1-0. A game in the third inning. Royals over the Tigers 1-0 in the top of the third. The 1-2 is Bloop, left center field. Over is Dismukes. It bounces in front of him and bounces behind him and away from him. Now Dismukes turns around and finds it. 1 run scores. Blair's going to wave Owen Wheeler. The throw is up the line. He slides in feet first. Carter Stapp drives in 2 more. It's 7-3 Rebels.
Yeah, that's one of those where pick up your base coach. I don't think Wheeler was thinking much more than getting to third and then didn't realize that the ball had bounced away center field, and Coach Blair was taking a chance with 2 outs.
For Carter Stapp, RBIs number 21 and 22. This is kind of reminiscent of the Mercer County game in a way a couple of weeks ago that we had when Mercer led it 8-1 and seemingly were pulling away, and obviously Danville wasn't pulling away in this, but every time there was an answer, and then Boyle County suddenly a couple of swings of the bat. They're going to put Logan Perry on the intentional walk here. So second time Perry's been walked today. He stands on first base, 2 on and 2 outs for Andrew Holder.
The right fielder, number 4, Andrew.
These Boyle County bats are so dangerous, you can never count them out of a game. Andrew Holder will have a word with Adam Blair, the Rebel head coach. Puts his arm around Andrew. They have a conversation. A 300 hitter, no home runs, 7 RBIs. I don't know what Coach Blair's telling him.
Probably just calm him down just a little bit. I have him for a strikeout and a ground out to short. Is that what you said earlier? That he probably a tight spot here just to relax, especially when you get the guy in front of you intentionally walks to get to you, you're kind of thinking, hey, we need a little confidence back in this player.
First pitch from Cross to Andrew Holder as Cross from the stretch delivers a breaking ball called strike 0-1. Well, that makes a lot more sense because I was going to say, I bet Coach Blair's telling me you better hit a home run right here, Andrew.
Yeah, that'll work too. But I know sometimes, if you're 0 for 2, you already aren't feeling good. Then you're saying, oh, they're walking a guy to get to me. Just reiterate to that guy, give him some confidence that you did it before.
0-1 low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, strikeout back in the second, a ground out back in the third. Holder is the 9th man to hit this inning. So if he reaches, our scorecard's going to start looking ugly. Start scratching off innings at the top of the scorecard. The 1 ball, 1 strike pitch on its way to Andrew Holder. Hammered right center field, and he responds. Over is Dismukes. It's off the tip of his glove. 1 run scores in Carter Stapp as Adam Blair will hold Logan Perry at third. RBI single for Andrew Holder. It's 8-3 Rebels.
We don't know exactly what Coach Blair said to Andrew Holder, but evidently whatever it was, it worked. So
RBI number 8 for Andrew Holder.
Cole Jarnigan.
It's the 4th hit of the inning for the Rebels.
So you're right. Cole Jarnigan led it off with that high fly, towering fly ball down the left field line. To Graham, is that correct, out there on left?
Yeah, Brendan Graham. Still just, like you look at that, you have a strikeout later on in the inning, you have a ground out fielder's choice. Danville would have been out of this inning, giving up no runs, and because of that, 5 runs have crossed in this inning. And Cole Jarnigan, who, as you mentioned, the error put him on and started this rally for the Rebels. They lead at 8-3 now. First pitch, Jarnigan hit him. Inside and hit him, so Jarnigan is on base for the 3rd time today. He only has 1 hit. Hit by a pitch. Bases are full of Rebels. To second base goes Holder. Logan Perry stays on third base. And here's Caleb Branham. Nowhere to put him. Caleb is 1 for 2, a strikeout. He had that bunt single earlier this inning.
Number 8, Caleb.
So we talked about the pitch count. I can't remember what Cross finished after the third, but he's now up to.
That's a wild pitch. Breaking for home is Logan Perry. He'll slide in feet first and score.
It was a 72nd pitch for him, and now they got action in the bullpen.
Didn't get the number before
Looks
he
like
turned around.
Tyler Gooch, number 17.
And number 17, Tyler
Sophomore.
Gooch, is warming up in the Admiral bullpen. Logan Perry scored. Holder moves to third. Jarnigan moves to second on the Noah Cross wild pitch. It's now 9-3 Rebels. They've scored 6 here in the fourth. Fastball over the outside corner. Called strike to Caleb Branham. It's no balls in 1 strike. And when you find some green grass here, you're looking at an 8-run Rebel lead. 2 more runs would come across. 1-1. Fastball, big hack, 1-2. Nine runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Rebels. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors for the Admirals. The 1-2 popped up over top of our head as a fan from Danville, Kentucky will chase that brief souvenir down.
Every 0-2 pitch, Danville's been going outside just to try and waste that fastball, see if they'll chase. And Gale went outside, and the ball kind of got a little too much of the plate, and Branham took a hack at it. Luckily, fouled it off.
1-2 is low. Good stop by Wyatt Gale. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beautiful night for baseball here at Rebel Field. I mean, you couldn't pick a better night to have a baseball game. Got fans sitting out in the lawn chairs in right center field. Got them in the right field corner as well, beyond the foul pole. 2-2. Chopped right-hand side, turns on the blinker and rolls foul.
Yeah, when you asked me to help out, Joe, I had to check the weather, make sure it wasn't going to be, if it was 35, 40.
Yeah. I understand. You're a guest color.
You're probably doing it by yourself.
Yeah, you're a guest color commentator. You don't have to say yes. Yeah, but you can turn it down, Yeah. But 80 degrees and not a cloud in the sky. A light breeze towards center field. 2-2 breaking ball is high for ball 3. That's going to draw the ire of Danville fans. That looks like the same exact spot Wyatt Gale struck out on a couple innings ago with 2 on and 2 outs. Full count 3-2. Hayden Patterson is on deck. Runners at second and third. 3-2 fastball. Foul. It stays 3-2 to Caleb Branham. An inning that started off with a fly ball to left that was dropped, and since then the Rebels have ran wild around the bases. Breaking ball, right field line, tailing. That one's fair. And near the fence at 2 hops and 1 run scores. And Holder, 2-run score. And Jarnigan, it's a 2-run double for Caleb Branham. It is 11-3, Boyle County.
That's another
nice job by Branham there. 3-2 and threw a curveball. Typically don't see that a ton in high school. Was mixing it up on fastballs, and Branham was all over that and drove it down the right field line. CJ Wynn out now. See if they're going to make a pitching change.
Got the hook with him. He's got the ball from Noah Cross, and he is indeed going to make a pitching change. So Noah Cross, who had honestly thrown well through the first 3+ innings, ran into some trouble in the fourth due to some defensive lapses, a couple of errors. And Boyle County, boy, do they make them pay. It is 11-3 Rebels here in the bottom half of the fourth with 2 outs and a runner at second base. We'll give you the new pitcher, I should say, and the changes for Danville coming up in 1 minute on Z105.
Hello, I'm Danya Saylor of Farmers National Bank's Stanford branch. We're excited to support our schools and cheer students on in the classroom and playing fields. We are proud to offer school-themed debit cards. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it. No appointment necessary. Fast, friendly auto service every time. We'll have you in and out, hassle-free. Brakes, engines, and service of every kind. With free pickup and free delivery. CC Auto Parts and Service is the difference. We get it.
Well, it's the kind of sidearm throwing right-hander Tyler Gooch. He's a sophomore who comes into this game. Noah Cross moves to left field, and Nathan Doyle's day right field. And Nathan Doyle's day appears to be done unless Doyle moved to left field for Graham. I did not see him take left field. We'll see if we can get that for you. We can give you Tyler Gooch's numbers, however. This is 6th game. 5 of those in relief. 7 2/3, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 5 walks, 12 strikeouts. A 1-0 record. Also has 1 save, 1 of 2 saves for Danville this year for Tyler Gooch. A 6.39 ERA. Will County has opened up a can of worms in the Admirals. They've scored 8 here in the bottom half of the 4th. It's 11-3. Will County leads. And Caden Patterson will swing the stick once again here in this bottom half of the 4th. And again, with Groover and Foster not coming into this game, you think both of those arms available tomorrow against Bull County.
Yeah, what we talked about earlier, with Gooch, Gooch down here with just 7 innings, and now with the lead, you're probably not going to use those pitchers and let them go tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe if it's 4-3 lead, but if it's 11-3, first pitch breaking ball, low and outside, 1-0. And not that any baseball team ever concedes defeat, but you just got to look. You're down 8 runs. The odds of us coming back is what Danville's saying in this game, probably not very high. So let's see what Gooch can do. Big looping breaking ball, 1-1 as Patterson swings through it, and maybe you save your best 2 arms for tomorrow's game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Caden Patterson, a Troy University commit. Mentioned Bull County's got 2 D1 guys, Caden and Kyler Clutch. 1-1 from Gooch to Patterson. Check swing and a breaking ball. It's low, 2-1. Didn't get to finish going over the Major League Baseball scores. Royals 1, Tigers nothing. Nationals 3, Pirates 1. The Cincinnati Reds lead at 1-0 over the Giants. Phillies 3, Cubs 2. Sorry about that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Runner takes off towards third. Throw is high. And we have a batter interference. Yes, we do on Caden Patterson. Patterson dropped his bat, but did not move out of the right-handed batter's box. Gale threw down to third base, and so it's going to go down as a batter interference on Caden Patterson, and that one ends the bottom half of the 4th, but Danville gave up 8 runs in the bottom of the 4th. It's 11-3. Boyle County leads it after 4 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall during Ram Truck Month. Lease a new Ram 1500 Bighorn Night Edition Crew Cab for only $289 per month for 39 months. Plus, receive Ram's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $61.18 plus first payment, fees, and taxes due at signing. 7,500 lease miles per year. Stock C 26080. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Drake for the Farmers National Bank's Harrodsburg branch. In the past 5 years, Farmers National Bank has donated more than $250,000 to local schools and education. Wishing everyone a great academic and athletic season. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
Forget the weather outside. Come enjoy red-hot prices inside the entire barn. At Blackberry Hills Vendors Barn, you'll find everything from A to Z, clothing, jewelry, furniture, and lots of antiques. To rent your space, log on to BlackberryHillsVendorsBarn.com. Located U.S. Highway 150, Stanford. That's Blackberry Hills Vendors Barn.
There we go. It's 11-3. Rebels over Boyle County, top half of the 5th. Having some issues with the connection there. Soundboard. Coach Adam Blair just now left the field. He continued to vehemently argue about the batter's interference call. Kyle, what do you think the conversation he was having was about?
I think basically what he was saying is you got a right-handed hitter with Caden Patterson. Gale went to make that throw. He was checking his thumb. I was actually watching third base, but I heard a tink. I think he caught his thumb or caught the throw on the bat, but the argument was that Patterson never moved. The catcher, usually slides kind of towards the third base side around him to make that throw. Typically, you get called if you drop back. You got upset of the pitch and you kind of drop in as the catcher's going in that direction, but. If you stand and don't do anything, and I think that's what it was. I wasn't watching Patterson to see whether he did move or not, but I think that's the argument that Coach Blair was trying to make, that that Caden was just standing there, and his
The center fielder,
his
number 5,
throwing hand
KJ.
of Gale just caught
Dismissed.
his bat, and he called interference, which is an automatic out on Branham stealing.
Yeah, Coach Larry didn't like the way the inning ended, but he has to like the way the inning played out with 8 runs that crossed the plate, 11 runs on 10 hits now for the Rebels, an 11-3 lead. And KJ Dismukes, Wyatt Gale, and Hayden Foster will dig in to begin this top half of the 5th inning. It's the second 8-run inning we've seen the Rebels have in one of our broadcasts this season. First pitch, Dismukes lifted right field side. Over is Andrew Holder near the line. Easy play for Andrew, who glides to his left and makes the catch for out number 1.
The catcher, number 6, Wyatt Gale.
Here's Wyatt Gale, Army West Point commit. We mentioned that Danville has 2 college commitments. Wyatt Gale is 1 Army West Point, and then the other one is Hayden Foster, who was committed to Earlham College. You ever heard of Earlham College?
Earlham.
Is it Earlham?
Yep.
Is that in Ohio or
It's
Indiana?
in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yep.
Earlham College. You can tell I'm not from there. Earlham.
I'm not sure if he's still there, but it's Coach Sakasitz.
What? What's his last name?
Sakasitz. Used to.
Boy, that's a spelling bee word.
Play against him. They call him Coach Sachs, obviously, but I coached against him a little bit. He used to be up at Bluffton when I was at center. We bumped into each other. Had one of my best friends from college coached at Bluffton with him, and he kind of moved around and got the head job over there at Earlham.
2-0 to Wyatt Gale. Breaking ball is outside for ball 3. Yeah, that word's got so many S's and C's in it. Sakasitz?
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Don't say it 7 times.
I'm afraid I might say a bad word.
Yeah.
3 balls and no strikes, high and outside ball 4. So Patterson sees his team score 8 runs, gets a first pitch fly out, and then can't find the strike zone to Wyatt Gale, who works a 1-out walk. Gale's on base for the second time. Here's Hayden Foster. Top of the 5th inning means it's time for this date in Major League Baseball trivia. We'll ask Kyle what he knows about what happened on this date, April the 14th, in Major League Baseball history. We'll see this first pitch to Hayden Foster. Breaking ball is fouled off. It's 0-1. This date, 1990. Kyle, the first time ever that 2 reigning Cy Young Award winners have figured in the same victory. One of them, the starter, got the win. The other one, former Cy Young Award winner, got the save as Kansas City beat Toronto 3-1. April the 14th of 1990. Can you at least name one of them?
1990.
Yeah. That didn't mean they won the Cy Young Award the previous year, but
Just
they both
at any time?
At any time. Hayden Foster breaking ball is.
Did one win? I'm gonna be Rick. You know.
Oh yeah, one of them got the
Rick.
win. One of them got the save.
But on the save, was he a Cy Young winner as a closer, or was he a former?
No, he was a starter.
He was a starter turned closer, or just maybe came in and got the save as a.
Okay,
in general.
well, now,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Not that it's going to help me, but
well,
it might help the listeners at home.
I don't. I'm gonna have to Google. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, 2-1 to Foster. Grounded right by Owen Wheeler, right field side. That one's gonna find that hole down the first baseline. Andrew Holder will come up throwing to third base. Throws through. Stamp will make the throw back to second base, and a head first slide by Hayden Foster. Yeah, so Gale moves to third base. Foster singles, moves to second on the throw. And Danville's got something cooking again. 2 on and 1 out.
Holder's got the sun dead in his eyes, but I don't know if he thought Wheeler got the ground ball because he was late moving once it got past him. I don't think he saw it. So as you're looking it up, you said the Blue Jays and...
Yes, he did win the Cy Young as a relief pitcher. Adam Blair is out of the Rebel dugout. We'll see what he has to say to Caden Patterson. So the starter won it as a starter. The reliever won it as a relief pitcher. How old were you in 1990?
I was 7.
Surely you watched that game.
You didn't have anything, like in the 2000s at least. You didn't check. I'm not gonna insult Rick's age, as the color guy, but
Rick in 1990. He was like 57.
So the Blue Jays, trying to think.
It was Kansas City. They beat
Kansas
the Blue
City.
Jays. The
They
Royals
beat the Blue Jays. I was thinking, trying to think Blue Jays pitchers. So I need Kansas City pitchers in the 90s.
Yes. Here's big Darren Moody, big at bat here. 2 on and 1 out. Moody's 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. Fly ball here would chase Wyatt Gell home if it's deep enough. Moody will step out and we'll call time.
Patterson's up to 77. I was looking at now. Pitches, but still to your point, nobody down in the Bull County bullpens.
Cobwebs in the Rebel bullpen. Breaking ball is right in there. No balls in 1 strike. Should I just give you the answer, and then maybe we move on to a more recent question?
You didn't do recent or the Cubs. I'm trying to think of a starter for Kansas City that went to, but I guess it wouldn't have had to been from Kansas City though.
Yeah, 0-1 is low and outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brent Saberhagen was the starter,
and he pitched for everybody.
Yeah, I don't even know who he won the Cy Young Award for.
If you played old school RBI baseball, Saberhagen, because he kind of had a funky delivery, he was one of the guys to have back in then, and that was around the 90s. Yeah. The great RBI baseball for regular Nintendo.
It was Brent Saberhagen, the starter. Mark Davis was the pitcher that got the save. He won the Cy Young in '89 for the Padres.
Okay.
1-1. Moody hits one well towards right field. Holder back near the wall. Leaping grab, makes the catch, and he dropped it, and the ball fell out of his glove. Gale will score from third base. Now the question is...
They're going to argue that it was on
it was
I think Danville's going to argue that he dropped it.
The base umpire said he's safe, yeah. So Moody's on first base. It looked like the base umpire actually turned his back.
He was not.
To Holder. He wasn't looking.
I looked out to see whether if he was going to call. Usually they'll do this, separate their hands for the exchange. But his back was watching, I think, the tag going to third base. So the home plate umpire should be the one looking in that scenario. But I don't think either one, or if they're going to see the ball on the ground, if I had to guess, they're most likely going to say it was dropped.
And well, if the base umpire turned his back to the right fielder, which is Andrew Holder, that means that he saw him catch it and even had time to turn around. I'm going to say, though, he did drop it. So now Adam Blair is out of the dugout, and he's going to talk with the home plate umpire about the call. So it does go down now as an error on Andrew Holder. That's Boyle County's second error of the game. Gale scores. To third base goes Hayden Foster on the E9 by Andrew Holder. Again, Holder at least had it in his glove long enough for the base umpire to completely turn his back and watch Wyatt Gale tag from third base.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good point. And it looked like as soon as he turned, he was getting ready, from my viewpoint, to make a turn to transfer to throw the ball on the tag. And to your point, he looked around after that.
Well, Adam Blair is back out again to talk with the home plate umpire. Him and the home plate umpire have had some good conversations the last 30 minutes.
I was going to say, I think that's 3. I didn't quite know what he came out the pitch before. I think it was just a regular fly ball to Holder for that first out. And Coach Blair came out after that for something. I'm not sure what that was for, but typically back to the exchange, you see more of like a middle infielder on a double play with an exchange. You don't really see the call on the exchange with outfielders too often.
So it's 11-4 now. On third base is Foster. First base is Moody. Still just 1 out. And here's Nathan Doyle now. Doyle has struck out and walked. We'll step out and call time.
Yeah, so the only out was that fly ball to Holder.
Yeah, the first pitch of the inning.
Yeah.
First pitch to Doyle, fastball. Outside corner, a called strike. It's 0-1. Did you ever get tossed from a game?
I did get tossed from a game one time in northern Kentucky. It wasn't one of my finer, times, and unfortunately, it was one of those where you're not supposed to be on campus. But I'm in northern Kentucky with the whole team, so I can't leave. So I spent the second day of a doubleheader in the football bleachers at Scott High School in northern Kentucky. So
0-1 by Doyle is fouled off. It's no balls and 2 strikes. You said the magic words. You said, "Toss me, please, dear umpire," and he did.
It was more of a rule book. They didn't like that. So I know Coach Blair, he's coming out. Obviously, in a Danville, rivalry game, you want every run, even if you got an inning. But obviously, you don't want to take any chances, to get under the umpire's skin right now.
No balls and 2 strikes to Nathan Doyle as Patterson kicks and delivers. 0-2 is high. It's off the mid of Emmons. Breaking for home is Foster. And first slide is in time. It's 11-5. Moody moves to second base. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pass ball or wild pitch on that one.
Just when we were talking about, maybe not, like you said, Danville, not that they can't come back, but you're not going to use, maybe a ace or a second number 2 pitcher save him for tomorrow. But if much more happens here, it's going to be back to a tight ball game.
Yeah, you just saw the Rebels score 8 in an inning, so why can't Danville do the same thing? 1-2, swing and a miss. But Patterson said, hit this if you can, and picks up strikeout number 8. Doyle down on strikes for the second time. 2-out batter is Noah Cross. Well, I joked about 45, 50 minutes ago or so when the game was 2-0.
Now batting for that, that's number 7.
I said if this game is 17-16, we may be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. It may not be 17-16, but the runs are coming across now.
I think we figured out that was Gooch, number 17, so I think he did.
Moody takes off for third base, and he barrels over Carter Stapp at third. He didn't even slide in the bag. He must have got a really good jump. CC Auto Parts stolen base for Dyron Moody, who just football tackled Carter Stapp on the third base bag. Bull County fans aren't happy again with the call.
Coach Blair is going out again.
This time it's the base umpire who's going to get Coach Blair's ear. We've seen Moody now twice on the base paths make interesting decisions. Back early in the game, he dove for second base in an attempted steal about 10 feet short. That time didn't slide at all, which he had a really good jump, didn't have to slide, but he did barrel over Carter Stapp at third base.
Yeah, it's one of those where he was going to be safe by the play, but you almost have to slide to stop your momentum, where he couldn't stop there and ended up colliding with Stapp.
So Moody's at third base. That's Danville's second stolen base of the game. Dylan Kruger had one back in the third. First pitch popped up on the infield. Now tailing back behind the press box. Out of play. It's no balls and 1 strike. Cross is 1 for 2. He's singled and he struck out looking. All right, I'm still looking for a question for you on this day in baseball
April
history.
14th.
Yeah, April 14th. This top of the 5th has gone on for 3 days. Fastball is
I
high.
thought I was going to get away with just 1. Danville's got more action in the bullpen.
All right, here we go. On this date, 2016, this player hits his 100th career home run. A 1-1 breaking ball inside called strike, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. It was a grand slam. His first ever grand slam came in his 100th career home run.
There you go.
He was the 8th youngest player to hit 100 home runs when he hit that mark. 23 years, 181 days, 1-2 lifted, foul territory, out of play. Emmons is near us.
Okay.
I have no idea where it is. It
Just on
almost
top
hit
of the-
Danville fans to our left. When you see the catcher running back right towards you and you don't know where the ball is, you almost just kind of duck away and cover.
Yeah, you're the first one I didn't see. I just took it for granted. That one I tried to watch to make sure we weren't going to take that one on top of the head.
1 ball and 2 strikes, Noah Cross. Boyle County 11, Danville 5 here in the top of the 5th. As Patterson delivers a fastball that's outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still no action in Boyle County's bullpen.
I was going to say, I'm checking. Patterson has 89 at the latest refresh, so I could see this. We're in the 5th. This could be his last inning, and Boyle might be looking for relief the last 2 innings.
2-2 on its way. Fastball high and outside. Ball 3. Patterson walking off the mound. Jarnigan was walking towards the Boyle County dugout. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nothing like a little crowd chirping at the umpire to make the broadcast come alive. Time is called. as Cross is going to step out. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah. Make sure to blow him a kiss when you're done.
Yeah, home plate umpires making sure we have the count right again. The scoreboard is not working correctly here. 3-2 fastball, called strike 3. Over the outside corner, it is a Danville office equipment called third strike. Danville adds 2 more in the top of the 5th, but they still find themselves down by 6. Boyle County 11, Danville 5. Heading to the bottom half of the 5th on Z105 WRNZ FM.
Spring's finally here, and that means spring cleaning. While you're cleaning, the folks at your local electric cooperative encourage you to check for electrical safety hazards. Start in the bathroom and kitchen. Do the outlets in those rooms have ground fault circuit interrupters? Then move on to the rest of the house, paying special attention to extension cords. Check all your cords to make sure they're not worn, cracked, or frayed. We're Kentucky's electric cooperatives, and our power is our people.
Intercounty Energy at Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
This is Deanna Charles with the Danville H&R Block. Did you know that at H&R Block we have upfront transparent pricing, which means we can tell you our fee before we even begin your taxes? Plus, with our refund transfer, you can file with no money out of pocket. Just simply withhold the fees from your refund. It can't get easier than that. Come see us at our new location in Danville at 101 Citation Drive across from Boyle County Schools, where walk-ins are always welcome, or give us a call at 859-236-3281 to schedule an appointment. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations and bank fees apply. See hrblock.com for details.
Doyle, number 20.
Joe Mathis alongside Kyle Wynn, bottom half of the 5th. Boyle County 11, Danville 5, in a game that's had a lot of action on the field, a lot of action from the fans. And Lucas Young is going to hit now for the Rebels in place of Caden Patterson. So Patterson's day is going to be done on the mound. You can close the book on him and Lucas Young, who earlier this season hit his first varsity home run. We'll dig in.
Patterson, I think, actually gets called out for that throw to third. So I think Young's up for Spoonermore.
All right, so Lucas Young then will bat for Hudson Spoonermore. Good call. That's why we need a coach here. 1 ball and no strikes to Lucas Young.
Sometimes they kind of point like it was Branham was out on that steal, but I think technically they call it on Patterson.
1 ball and no strikes. Lucas Young, check swing, fouled off the top of the press box and back to the field of play. It's 1-1. Yeah, and you're right, because Kyler Claunch is in the on-deck circle right now for the Rebels, and he bats in the leadoff spot. So Hudson Spoonermore, who batted 9th, went 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
I think your point about Patterson being done, they got Tucker Mosley, it looks like, number 17 in the bullpen.
Big breaking ball swung and missed by Lucas Young. It's no balls and 2 strikes. Youngest player to hit his 100th career home run, 23 years, 181 days. Sorry, the 8th youngest player. Did it for the Nationals.
So he's 23 at that point.
Swing and a miss. Young down on strikes, throw to first base. They're going to say that Gale did catch it before it hit the dirt. So strikeout number 1 for Tyler Gooch. Lineup flips. Here's Kyler Claunch.
For the Nationals, that young, it's Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper is the 8th youngest player to hit 100 home runs in his career. 23 years, 181 days.
Got a Gooch here with a change of pace velocity-wise. He kind of spins that curveball in, and most of Boyle's hitters been out in front. So just a little bit of a change of pace from Cross to Gooch, kind of changing the hitter's view, a little off balance for Boyle right now.
1 ball and no strikes to Claunch. That ball is lasered towards right center field. Dismukes over his head, reached up off the top of his glove. Claunch has got wheels. He's going to find himself easily at second base. It's good effort by Dismukes, trying to chase that one down in right center.
He has a lot of speed and covers a lot of ground quickly. I thought that was in the gap, and Claunch might have been looking at 3 again, and he almost tracked that. I mean, he tracked it down, just popped out of his glove, but a great effort. He's covering a ton of ground out there.
It's a second double for Claunch today. His 3rd extra base hit. He's 3 for 4. And here's Owen Wheeler. Wheeler, a couple of fielder's choices, an RBI. He singled, he scored a run. Lefty hitting first baseman as Gooch misses outside for ball 1. How big of a deal is that for a hitter? You talk about a change of pace, And Cross isn't the hardest thrower to begin with, but Gooch certainly is not. I mean, I don't know if he could break glass with his fastball. So how difficult is that for a hitter after he's trying to time up Noah Cross, now going to Tyler Gooch? Breaking ball called strike, it's 1-1.
We would discuss that a lot, actually. You know, when you're talking about who to bring in next, you might have the same velocity, but a guy might be a righty or lefty, or might have a couple different pitches. But sometimes we'd say, hey, let's go with this guy. And then we talk it through and say, no, he's too similar to what we already have that they've kind of gotten, around on hitting. Let's mix it up with some speed, maybe a different arm left to right, just to change that up and see if you can at least get one time through the lineup.
1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Owen Wheeler. So teams will purposely then bring in pitchers maybe who differ from the guy that started the game. 2-1 is low and outside, 3-1.
And it'll help both ends. If you're starting with some guy that's got some velocity versus a guy that starts the game out that might not have as much velocity, he might get hit around, but that'll help him, and then vice versa. Somebody else's fastball coming in after a slower pitcher makes their fastball that much better.
3-1 lifted towards left center. Graham is in. Diving attempt, and he made the catch in left center field. Loses his hat going down to the ground and snagged it before it hit the ground. And so you saw him drop a fly ball in left field. That was a much more difficult play. And Graham makes it look easy. Klotz stays at second base. And the 2-out batter is Carter Stapp. Stapp 1 for 2, a ground out, a double sacrifice fly as well. He's driven in a couple of runs today. On this date in 2017, this team became the first in baseball history, runner takes off for third base, fouled off by Stapp. It's 0-1, to start 3 outfielders with the same last name in the same game.
Any relatives or just like Smith?
Left
or
fielder,
Jones?
Left fielder Willie Garcia. Center fielder Lurie Garcia. Right fielder Avasil Garcia. All appear in this team's lineup on this date in 2017.
So we're trying to find the team?
Trying to find the team on this date 2017.
You might have to look to your left on this one.
Yeah, Mike Marcy's joined us here. The 0-1 is inside, 1-1. For the record, in the 60s, Felipe, Jesus, and Mattiolu patrolled the same outfield on 3 occasions, but the trio of siblings never started the game at the same time. So this is the first time where they, with the same last name, started
You've heard
in
of
the outfield.
some father-sons, too, but as far as the same name all in the outfield, the Garcias.
You know it, Mike? Mike doesn't know it either. Mike says he can guess. Well, you got 30 guesses.
Yeah. we got what, 2 innings left?
Eventually you'll get it right. Called strike to Stapp. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I was going to say them. And what year was it?
2017. It's an American League team.
The Mariners?
Mariners, a great guess. It's not the right one, but it's a great guess. I mean, at least you said a major league team. That makes it a great guess.
Well, you narrowed it down.
Runner goes for third again. 1-2 is thrown outside, and Gale can't pick it. It's a CC Honor Park stolen base for Kyler Klotz.
We went from 30 teams to 15 at least on the American League. Now we're down to 14.
Down to 14. Melissa, they play at Target Field. Does that help you out?
Oh, the Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota Twins became the first team to start 3 players in the outfield with the same last name. 2-2. Carter Stapp grounds that one, weakly foul. Count stays 2-2. Here at Rebel Field, it's 11-5. Boyle County leads over Danville. Bottom half of the 5th, 11 runs and 11 hits for the Rebels. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Admirals. Just about 100 feet to our right. Boyle County softball, 10. Danville Lady Admiral softball, nothing. 2-2, Stapp. Up the middle, down for a base hit. Tosses the bat aside. That ball's going to roll all the way to the fence as well. Rounding first, heading for seconds, Carter Stapp. His 3rd RBI of the game. Drives in Tyler Klotz for the 3rd time tonight. And it's 12-5.
A lot of holes found tonight with just balls that seem like they're only landing 20 feet in the outfield, but rolling all the way to the fence.
Yeah, Carter Stapp doing some work at the plate. I mentioned RBI number 3. It's actually his 4th of the game. If you remember about 2 hours ago, Michigan became the first Rebel this season to hit the 20 RBI mark. He's got 23 of them now this season. Here's Logan Perry.
He's pushing for the first to 30.
Yeah, he get 30 by the time this game's over. First pitch, fastball is high and outside, 1-0 to Logan Perry.
So Boyle, I was looking up, scored every inning. 1-1-1-8. 1.
Outside 2-0. What's the most your team scored in a game? Remember?
In a game? One time, I'd have to look it up. It was on a spring break game, and we were down, I think, either a lot to Somerset, and it was close that we came back and I think won that game 20 to something. I'd have to look that up. But I remember it seemed like it was a spring break, kind of a day game. But I don't know off the top of my head. 20 in the 20 range.
3 balls and no strikes to Logan Perry. Takes a fastball over the outside corner. It's 3-1.
I don't remember too many 16, like we talked about in that short of a period of time.
I think the most runs in a game that I've called has got to be that 2022 fastball called strike to Perry. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Region tournament at Danville when Boyle beat Mercer 24-12 in that region quarterfinal game. Scored 36 runs total in that game. Full count 3-2 to Logan Perry. That one's right down the middle, called strike 3. So Gooch gives up a run, but he strikes out 2 on a DOE called third strike to Logan Perry. We're through 5 full. It's Boyle County 12, Danville 5 at the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
Welcome to the Massage Studio, located in Berea, where relaxation meets therapeutic care. They specialize in both therapeutic and relaxation massage, helping their clients restore balance, relieve pain, and reconnect with their overall well-being. They believe massage therapy is more than a treatment. It's an art for the human body. So book your appointment online at themassagestudio.com, located Short Street in Berea.
What kind of tires do we keep at CC Auto? Cooper, Michelin, Nitto, Hankook, Firestone, Bridgestone, Toyo, General, Yokohama, and many more. We've just added the new line of Mastercraft tires, and we are also a Goodyear National Account dealer. We keep lawn and garden tires in stock, as well as farm implement tubes and tires. We have a farm service truck to meet the needs of our farmers. Call us at CC Auto today, 734-9515.
CC Auto Parts and Service. Service is the difference. We get it.
As we mentioned, Caden Patterson's day is done. He gives way to Tucker Mosley. Tucker, sophomore, in his 7th game of the year. 6 of those in relief appearances, 16 2/3, 12 hits, 7 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts. A 1-0 record, a 1.68 ERA. The next pitch he throws, pitch number 262. He has a 12-5 lead here in the top half of the 6th, and the Admirals will send up Doyle, Graham, and Kruger, 8, 9, and 1.
I looked it up, Joe. 22, and it was Campbell County. I had a different purple team in my mind.
The Camels.
The Camels. So
what was the score of that game?
22 to, let's see. We were down. I can probably pull it up on Game Changer, but we were down a lot and came back.
In 2022? No, sorry, not 2022.
I thought it was 17, but it might have been 8. It was 18, I think.
Speaking of 2018, I do have a little trivia note for you.
It was 2018 against Campbell County.
You have a final score?
22 to 14. I think we were down like 14 to something and came all the way back.
Shall I go for 2 on that final touchdown?
Yeah, all right.
Just extra icing on top of the cake. We're going to go for 2.
I remember it felt like we were almost at the point of getting run ruled, and we ended up coming back and almost run ruling them. It was a crazy game. Speaking of, talking the time frame of a game, it had to go 3 hours.
Yeah, 22 to 14. First pitch is high and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Levi Doyle is 1 for 2, grounded out and singled. Mentioned that 2018 season I wanted to talk about. The Rebels actually started off this year 0-1. They lost to LaRue County 1-0. 1-0 is a called strike, 1-1. That LaRue County team is a top 25 team. First time the Rebels lost their opening day game since 2018.
I was actually thinking about that to Western Hills, and I talked to Coach Blair. Obviously they won region last year. and expecting a good season this year, and ended up getting beat 1-0 this year. And I'd have to.
The Western Hills game was 1-0 too.
It was 1-0 to start the season, and we rattled off a bunch in a row.
2-1 is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. 14 in a row.
14,
to be exact after that.
So,
and this Rebel team kind of replicated that. Half of the wins, the 14 in a row, before they lost their next one, but started off 0-1 and won 7 straight. One right down the middle, called strike to Levi Doyle. You know, Danville's, again, they've had games, they've scored a ton of runs. They've had games they've really struggled to score runs as well. Lost to Somerset 2-1. Lost to Pulaski County 11-1. That one's high, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Levi Doyle from new Rebel pitcher Tucker Mosley, who's actually second on the team in innings pitched this year.
The left field.
Here's Brennan Graham.
Graham.
Danville beat South Oldham. That's a top 25 South Oldham team 2-1. So both teams have had some really good wins this year.
Yeah.
You know, Whitley County's 13-2. Their 2 losses have come to Danville and Boyle County.
I'm going to say in the same county, same town.
First pitch to Brennan Graham's a called strike, 0-1. Graham over 2, a couple of DOE strikeouts looking. Never gave you Caden Patterson's official line. We'll give it to you after this 0-1 to Graham is blooped down the right field line and just foul. No balls and 2 strikes. 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Only 2 of those are earned. 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. 92 pitches, 55 for strikes for Caden Patterson. And Boyle County's won 4 straight versus Danville. Beat them 9-6 on April the 15th of last year, 364 days ago. Breaking ball, swinging a miss. Graham swung through it. It's in the dirt. He's got nowhere to run with Doyle on first base. And strikeout number 1 from Mosley. Strikeout number 10 for Rebel pitching. One-out batter is Dylan Kruger. Boyle led that game 7-0 back on April 15th of last season after 3.5 innings, but Danville scored 5 in the bottom of the 4th to make it 7-5. Boyle would add a few more on. Danville added 1 more on, and Boyle won that game 9-6. Caden Patterson started the game, got the win. Kyler Klotch with 3 hitless innings out of the bullpen. First pitch fastball called strike to Dylan Kruger. It's no balls and 1 strike. The very next night, April 16th, Boyle beat Danville 11-0. Kyler Klotch went 4 for 4 at the plate that night, and Landon Parnas had a complete game 1-hitter. Breaking ball popped up by Kruger. Middle of the infield. Jarnigan is over. Out is Klotch, right in the shallow outfield grass. Lined up behind second base and squeezes his brown glove for out number 2. And the 2-out batter is KJ Dismukes.
We've had some serious fly balls this
Yes.
Some of them almost hit
The center
hit
fielder,
us.
number 5, KJ Dismukes.
KJ Dismukes ground out, a single and a fly out. He's 1 for 3. Runner at first base and 2 outs. Breaking ball is outside, ball 1. Boyle County 12, Danville 5. Here in the top of the 6th. Lincoln County and Garrett County, I assume, are playing tonight as well. Fastball is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Boyle County's got a hefty schedule left this season. We talked, Danville's got a lot of Eastern Kentucky teams that they'll play against, non-region teams. Dismukes chops one toward short. Kyler Klotch, a Sunday hop, goes the short way to second base for out number 3 on a 6-4 fielder's choice. We are through 5.5. Boyle County 12, Danville 5 on the Thompson Service Center scoreboard on Z105.
I'm Lisa Bottom of Farmers National Bank's Perryville branch. As your lifetime bank since 1879, we have a tradition of supporting our local schools. Thanks to all the teachers and staff that make our schools great. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank, member FDIC.
Danville Lee's Famous Recipes been serving Central Kentucky with the best chicken since 1972. Enjoy your money-saving $6 meal. Choose from 2 famous strips with 2 pieces of our famous golden fried chicken, your favorite side, homestyle buttermilk biscuit, and drink, all at just $6. Or grab the 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece family meal with large shareable sides and a buttermilk biscuit. Call for expert caterers at 859-236-8777. It's Danville Lee's Famous Recipes Southport. That's not just chicken, it's tradition.
Bottom half of the sixth, 12-5, Bull County over Danville. Garrett County trails Lincoln County 6-4. That game in the bottom half of the seventh. Rockcastle County over Somerset 10-3 right now. Wayne County over Southwestern 7-4. Some of the other 12th region scores going on tonight. Mentioned Bull County beat Danville 10-0 in girls fast pitch softball earlier this evening as well. It's a really, really young Danville team. And Bull County is really young as well. And Danville's younger than Bull County is. So both those teams are going to continue to progress and get better as this season and certainly over the next couple of seasons continue.
Number 4, Andrew.
Like Peever threw a complete game with 8 strikeouts for Boyle.
Here's Andrew Holder, Cole Jarnigan, Caleb Branham. Holder sits on one, hits it deep towards left center. Graham is over in the gap, makes the catch shoulder high. For out number 1, 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom half of the sixth. Here's Cole Jarnigan.
The second baseman. Number 2, Cole Jarnigan.
Cole Jarnigan reached base all 3 times. He scored 3 runs. Talented sophomore takes outside for ball 1. Coach Blair immediately followed you in the line of succession, so to say, for Rebel head coaches. Of course, you followed Dave Kamick. Did you get to talk to Coach Blair at all when he took the job? I mean, beforehand, that check swing by Jarnigan. Right-hand side, Gooch fields, throws to first and throws it wide by Dyron Mooney. Umpire jumps over the baseball. Gooch actually lost his footing trying to throw it. It's going to be an infield single though for Cole Jarnigan. He's got wheels and was getting down that first baseline. Jarnigan on base for the 4th time tonight. And the one-out batter is Caleb Branham. Going back, did you have any words of advice or get to talk to him, or what was that
I was
like?
actually the AD at the time still,
okay.
so if you remember
so you
right.
made the hire.
He did make the hire of Coach Blair, so. Yeah, he's did a nice job in his 6 years. Appreciate what he does for the program. Still talks to me, and and keeps me involved, and I enjoy that. Obviously, I don't do anything more, but he takes care of asking questions about the history and wants to continue some of those traditions and stuff.
First pitch breaking ball to Brandon, 1 ball and no strikes. On Danville's side, I've known CJ for a long time. I went to high school with CJ, go to church with CJ now. Runner takes off for second base. Gale takes the throw down to second base, a little bit late. Good jump by Cole Jarnigan. CC Auto Parts stolen base for Cole. It's Boyle County's 3rd stolen base of the game. Gale's got a cannon behind home plate, but he wasn't getting Jarnigan on that one.
No, he got a great jump.
And CJ was a great high school baseball player for Danville. 4-year starter, went to Alice Lloyd, played collegiately there at Alice Lloyd College. 1-0 to Branham is a fastball outside.
To coach against CJ. I was coaching at center. And remember just, the Boyle, Danville kids in town at that time. I remember CJ catching just when I was a coach at center.
Coached against him when he was at Garrett County, though.
That's right, as a head coach when he was at Garrett.
2-0. Fastball called strike, 2-1. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between fastballs and off-speed pitches sometimes from Gooch, but he's doing the yeoman's work, so to say, coming in, getting out, not letting the game get any more out of hand than it was, and saving maybe some of the other superior arms for tomorrow night's game.
Yeah, he's done a nice job.
2-1 strike pitch. Now they have Jarnigan picked off. The throw back to third base to Kruver. Kruver goes back to Foster. Foster now goes to Gooch. Gooch will fake a throw to second. Now Jarnigan's out of the baseline. Now they throw back to third base, and they are going to say he is out of the baseline now. Yeah, Jarnigan ducked out of the way of Gooch's tag and came into the infield grass, and the base umpire didn't make the call. The home plate umpire did back behind the base umpire. Jarnigan did duck out of the way in the infield grass for that, so they will pick off Cole Jarnigan for the second out. And Gooch and Jarnigan are jawing back and forth as Jarnigan jogs back to the dugout. If I'm correct, that goes down as a 1-5-6-1 pickoff of Cole Jarnigan.
I was just going to ask if you got that exactly right and had enough room on your scorecard to fit all that.
I'm going to put 1-5-6-1 pickoff and pin. We don't have a pin eraser. It's locked in now.
And we're down to 1 pin.
Yeah, the 2-1 called strike, 2-2 to Caleb Branham.
That's enough. 2 outs and nobody on.
Dan was going to send up Wyatt Gale, Hayden Foster, Dyron Moody. in the top half of the seventh. They need to hold this Rebel lead to 7 where it is. Breaking ball hit towards the left-hand side. That could be no man's land again, and it is.
It is.
In that Bermuda Triangle, Caleb Branham again has got wheels. He's into second base easily. We saw Kyler Clark double that same exact way to begin the game.
Yeah.
Back in the bottom half of the first on the right field line. That went on the left field line, and
Yeah, both guys ran out of the box quick, not just thinking, I popped up. And Branham and Clark both have great speed and has got them into scoring position.
here's Tucker Mosley. Mosley, a right-handed bat who came in relief of Caden Patterson. First pitch to Mosley, fouled off the top of the screen. It's no balls and 1 strike. Mosley only 1 at-bat this year. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
I was going to say, I think he's sticking in to try and close it out in the 7th, so he's got to get himself in a bat here.
Off of second base is Caleb Branham. No ball, 1 strike pitch to Tucker Mosley. Breaking ball is outside. It's 1-1. Light breeze blowing to center field. Just perfect night for baseball. Both of our kids are here. We haven't seen them for maybe a collective 30 seconds this entire game. 1-1 is outside, 2-1.
If we hold off 1 more inning, then we don't have to get back into the walls. Well, you spoke too soon.
There comes your kid. I haven't seen Jack in an hour and a half. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tucker Mosley, low and outside, ball 3. If your wife is listening, Kyle, Aaron's going to wonder when you get home. I heard Joe say you weren't watching Grayson. Where in the world was he?
My supervision skills. I might not be left out too much alone with him.
Yeah. 3 balls and 1 strike, Tucker Mosley. Called strike 3 and 2. Got Lucas Young on deck. Adam Blair just left the third base coach's box and walked back behind the Danville dugout, disappeared behind the dugout. I don't think he liked the call on Mosley. That ball chopped on 1 hop towards third. Krueger goes across the diamond. Low throw, but Moody's a big target over there. 5-3 ground out ends the bottom half of the 6th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on base. The Rebels are 3 outs away from winning their 5th straight over Danville. We'll see if they can. Back in 1 minute on Z105.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 859-236-9822 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top-quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
12-5, Boyle County over Danville here in the top half of the 7th. 3, 4, and 5. Wyatt Gale, Hayden Foster, and Tyron Moody are the 3 due up. Danville needs a 7-run home run. Jack just about got smoked by a ball here. The 2 teams will play tomorrow night. 6 o'clock is the scheduled first pitch time. We expect that to be a little bit later. They're going to dedicate Danville's baseball field in honor of Danville head coach Paul Morse. It'll henceforth be known as Morse Field after tomorrow. Well-deserved for Coach Morse, who obviously won 500-plus games in his career, and
leading off for that was
4 regional championships total in his career as well. And that Final Four appearance in the 2021 season lost to McCracken County 15-10 in that game. Remember that one? It was
I remember it was
15-10.
high scoring, but 15-10.
Danville jumped out to a big lead in that game. McCracken County kind of came back and took over. First pitch to Wyatt Gale, fisted foul. It's no balls and 1 strike. Wyatt Gale, been an impressive-looking player for Danville since his freshman year. He started all 4 years for the Admirals, going to Army West Point.
I'm not so sure he didn't come in as a freshman at 5'10", and then you never update it. You just add the new players.
Yeah, 0-1 is inside 1-1, so he's not 5'10".
He's got good size.
I mean, I'm 5'11", and there's no way Wyatt Gale's an inch shorter than I am. 12-5 here, Rebels by 7. In the top of the 7th, Gale reaches for that one, fouls it off. Good bare hand play in that Rebel dugout. Will County faithful there in the dugout going crazy. I don't know who that was.
I don't. There's too many, and then the press box played the Sports Center. They were impressed with the play too.
Top 10 nominee.
Yeah.
The 1-2 to Wyatt Gale misses a tad bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wyatt Gale singled, struck out, walked. He scored a run. Hayden Foster's had the best bat for Danville in this game. He's 2 for 3. He's on deck, doubled, singled, and scored 2 of Danville's 5 runs today. 2-2 is low and inside. Kicks up some dirt as Gale skips to his loo over top of that ball. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
In these situations, you're up 7. You want to get the first out of the inning, make it easier.
Full count 3-2. Low, ball 4.
Like off speed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Full count and you're up 7. Looked like he went off speed in the dirt. Just don't want to give him a bunch of base runners in this situation, up 7. Just get outs.
Yeah, again, you can't hit a 7-run home run. Got to have guys in base and let your defense make plays behind you. If they get on base, move on to the next guy and see if the defense can make plays behind you with that
right. Try and keep guys in force play situations. Don't get at second base, nobody at first. Or you can have a lot of force outs at different places.
Over to first base at Gales. Back in time with a head first slide. Mentioned Earlham College where Hayden Foster is going. What is their mascot? Remember?
I think it's the Quakers.
The Earlham Quakers. First pitch to Foster. Big, healthy hack. He swings and comes up empty. It's no balls and 1 strike. Tell you what, last time we were here when Boyle and Mercer played, they didn't have the speakers working. They're getting their money's worth now.
Tonight.
Yeah, they're making it work. That one is outside, 1-1, making it for lost time over the last couple of weeks of not having working speakers. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hayden Foster. They asked me before the game, these things going to get in your nerves? And I'm like, no, I think it'll be fun. 1 ball and 1 strike as Foster lifts that one towards left center field. Perry is over. Spoonemore is over. And sorry, it's Lucas Young that's over. Checked in for Spoonemore. Makes the catch, does Lucas for out number 1. Here's Dyron Moody.
Yeah, it is the Quakers.
Dyron Moody. I'm gonna let the speaker stop here. You showed me the head coach. What was his last name again? Steve
Sakosits.
Sakosits. That's a lot easier, actually, than I thought that was going to be spelled.
Yeah.
Tyron Moody takes low and outside for ball 1.
Coach Sack for short, but
he's coached everywhere.
Yeah, he was an assistant at Defiance when I was coaching at center, and like I said, one of the guys I played with at Hanover, he also helped at Defiance, so that's how I got to kind of know him. He did a nice job at Earlham. Obviously, haven't picked up with him or followed him too well, but he's been there for quite some time now.
1-0 to Moody, breaking ball, has him buckling his knees up away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Moody singled and was caught stealing. He flew out. He also reached on an error. On the season, he's a .211 hitter, 1 home run, 14 driven in for Dyron Moody, who wears number 00. 1 ball and 1 strike from Mosley to Moody. Breaking ball is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, the 0 and 00 has made its way to baseball now.
Yep. I mean, they got it going on here. They're even playing music between pitches. 2-1, grounded. Sorry, popped up left-hand side. Kyler Clutch makes the catch.
Oh.
Was it grounded?
I think it was.
It was grounded off the plate.
It was grounded off the plate.
And went way up in the air, and Clutch actually caught it like it was a pop-up.
Yet Jarnigan, I think Jarnigan thought it was a pop-up, so he wasn't ready from the throw to turn that double play.
But Wyatt Gale moves to third base,
Now batting for the
and
Admirals,
Tyron
number
Moody
17,
beats it
Tyler.
out, so it goes down as an infield single from Moody. I have no idea.
We've had some interesting
Yeah, the trajectory of that ball that I thought
it
was
was
grounded,
high.
and then Kyler Klonchigan caught it with his fingers up like it was a pop-up, and then Gale was taken off. I'm thinking this is going to be an easy double play, but it's because it hit the ground. First pitch is outside to Tyler Gooch. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Gooch checked in for Nathan Doyle. And no plate umpire's going to clean off home plate. And Gooch struck out his only at-bat today. He's 0 for 1. Not only have we had an interesting game with some balls that are in high fly balls, a couple of them have died in the Bermuda Triangle. You got one there that I don't think anybody knew where it was. You've had the crowd yelling at the umpire multiple times this game. It's also a game that seems like it's gone on forever.
Yeah.
Strike over the outside corner. It's 0-1.
So we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes right now and still have a couple outs to get.
This was a major league game. This thing would be flying by.
I don't even know what the
Popped up, back behind home plate. It's 1-2. I mean, 2.5 hours, 2:45 for a major league game now. Pretty standard. They don't play 9, though, in high school. They play 7. So
Right.
2.5 hours for 7 innings.
Yeah, I always said 2 hours for a 7's about your average. If you're hour 45, you're pretty quick. Past 2 hours, it's pretty slow.
I'm trying to remember what the quickest game that we ever called was. Over to first base, back in time as Moody. I would think it was probably a softball game of some sort. Those softball games can move.
I remember we were in Northern Kentucky playing in a round robin, and the game before us was going so long, and I thought, we're going to be here all night. The kids got to get to a hotel. We got to play the next morning.
Dude, swing and a miss.
And
He's down on strikes.
Addison Coffey threw a complete game in like an hour and 15 minutes or something.
Maddox.
Yeah.
He pulled the Maddox. 2-out batter is Noah Cross. Danville to try to keep this rally going. He threw 12-5 here in the top half of the 7th. Cross is struck out looking, singled.
Now batting for that,
struck out looking.
Noah Cross.
Saw Colin Scott Bottoms here earlier this game. We've had a handful of DOE Danville office equipment called third strikes this game. That one low and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. And with 17 runs that have crossed the plate today, a lot of Nesco resource runs.
Yeah, with the back-to-back scores where he said some were tight and some were big, I'm interested what tomorrow's score is going to turn out to be.
1-0 breaking ball in there, 1-1. Again, Boyle County, Caden Patterson went today. He's not going to be able to go. And theoretically speaking, Danville's got their 2 best arms available tomorrow.
Right. You got Patterson and Mosley with the most innings for Boyle have already thrown, so now you're down to Claunch, Holder, and Merritt Cornelius, for Boyle tomorrow.
1-1 fastball. It's a little bit high and outside. Dirt comes off of the catcher's mitt of Carson Emmons. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Adam Blair looking for his 222nd career win as head coach. The 2-1 hammered deep towards left field. Giving chase is Young. That ball is way out of here. And Moody trips over the second base bag, rounded second base. Third time today we've seen him hit the dirt, but it's a 3-run jack by Noah Cross and a no-doubter. And it's 12-8. The Admirals have clawed within 4. For Noah Cross, home run number 3, RBIs number 13, 14, and 15. That one shot off the bat like a firework.
Yeah, you knew it was gone from the time it hit his bat. Like we said, you don't want to get the leadoff guy on. Things can happen. He's making it interesting right now.
Danville still needs a lot more on, but
number 22.
Here comes Adam Blair out of the Boyle County dugout. Asking if he has.
He's got a trip left.
Yeah, a mound visit left, and he does. He'll head out there and talk with Tucker Mosley. Well, Levi Doyle, Brendan Graham, the 8 and 9 hole hitters are due up, and you get them on, then things do get interesting because now you're back at the top for Danville again. You got Kruger, Dismukes, and Gale.
Yeah. 20 runs now in this game.
The most runs scored in a game a single game in this series. Happened back in 2006 when Danville put up 24 on Boyle County, beat them 24-5.
29 runs.
Yep.
That was 2006.
2006, a 19-run win for Danville that night, though that's not the largest margin of victory in this series. We mentioned Boyle beat Danville 20-0 in a game back in 2003. Called strike to Levi Doyle. It's no balls and one strike. The next night, Danville turned around, beat Boyle County 1-0.
Baseball's an interesting game.
It is, no balls and two strikes. Love it, though, right? You can play terrible one game and sleep it off and come out there the next day and
they used to talk.
Get a better shot.
You know, with football, you get a tough loss, you sit around for a week.
0-2 called strike three over the outside corner. It is a DOE called third strike, and Boyle County has beaten Danville for the 5th consecutive time. Final score, Boyle County 12, Danville 8. Break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for Danville and Boyle County Baseball, Z105.
When that time comes and you need an electrician, plumber, someone to fix your heating and air, or garage door care, Kentucky Service Company is your professionals for serving real needs and fixing real problems. Expect clear communication, fair pricing, and craftsmanship you can trust. The KSE family brand includes Fire Stretcher, Heating and Air, Hearst, Electric and Plumbing, and newly added Easy Open Garage Doors. These companies are built on heritage, serving with pride. They are your home's best friend, Kentucky Service Companies.
It's all about you and Stuart Howe.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Howe Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuarthowe.com.
Because we know how. It's an easy thing to do in Danville. Stuart Howe.
Hi, this is Laura at the Garrett County Public Library. If you have children ages 0 to 5 who live in Garrett County, you can sign up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library through the Garrett County Public Library. Visit our website at garrettlibrary.org for more information, or come visit us on the square in Lancaster.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here, Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner of 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
The Danville Mailing Center makes shipping easy. UPS, FedEx, DHL, U.S. Postal Service. Let them find the fastest or most economical way. They'll even pack it up. It's the no-hassle way to ship. The Danville Mailing Center on Jane Trail across from McDonald's. Ask for your $3 discount.
Joe Mathis alongside Kyle Wynn. Final score for this one tonight, Boyle County 12, Danville 8. Their 5th straight win for the Rebels over top of Danville. Again, the longest streak for the Rebels over Danville in the Wright Herds scoreboard era. Boyle County, led by Caden Patterson, got the win on the mound tonight. 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Noah Cross took the loss. 3 2/3, 12 hits, 11 runs, all 11 earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Kyler Claunch, 3 for 4, a couple of doubles and a triple. He scored 4 runs. Carter Stepp went 2 for 3. He drove in a trio of runs. Caleb Branham and Caden Patterson drove in 2 runs each as well for Boyle County. For Danville, Tyron Moody, 3 for 4. Hayden Foster, 2 for 4. Noah Cross went 2 for 4 to make 3-run home run there in the top half of the 7th. 12-8, the final from Rebel Field. 24 hours from now, Boyle County and Danville will play at Admiral Field, which will be known as Morse Field after tomorrow night. We'll have that play-by-play call on Z105 WRNZ FM. Kyle, lots of runs tonight. A game that lasted 2 hours and 25 minutes total. So a long game. Took a while to get it done, but got it done here, and the Rebels got it done with a win, 12-8.
Yeah, it was an interesting game to say the least. Some not lead changes, but kind of some runs back and forth. Like we said, anything can happen. It's interesting to see now you got some good arms going for both teams tomorrow back at Danville's field to try and split at best and try and keep the seeding going. Like I said, I think Lincoln and Garrett could go either way. We talked about. I guess it was 6-4. I think it ended 6-4.
Yeah, Lincoln won that one. Yeah.
So any win right now that you can get, even though you're not going to get a sweep, you got to try and get right now to hopefully get some good seeding in the district tournament.
Yeah. So Lincoln 1-0, Will County 1-0, Danville and Garrett County 0-1 in district play. Our thanks to Jason Wilder on studio controls, Robert Wagner, our general manager, and our thanks to Kyle Wynn on color commentary tonight, and to you for listening to The Old-Fashioned Way on Z105, WRNZ FM, for The New Fashioned Way, HometownLive.net, powered by Kentucky Wimax. Boyle County 12, Danville 8. Rebels won it with 12 runs on 15 hits. Danville 8 runs on 10 hits. We'll see you tomorrow night live from Admiral Field right here on Z105.
High school sports on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Whitaker Bank, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Farmers National Bank, Thompson Service Center in Harrodsburg, CC Auto Parts and Service, First Financial Bank, Lee's Famous Recipe, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Linda Wilson Realty, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Morris Baseball Academy, Nesco Resources, Community Trust Bank, Sutton Pharmacy. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network and heard live around the world on internet-connected devices everywhere at Hometown Live.